Episode of Stellar Age 0532 Second Apex Arbiter's Ascent, our lovely little love letter to all things sci-fi, mecha, anime, horror, grim, dark, but totally hopeful and bright, and just I've got way too many genres that I enjoy that I just decided to just cram into this little fucked up box of a game.
Just take everything you love and just put it in one place like a big old messy tart.
But I try to make it work and have it make sense, and so far it seems to be working out okay. I think.
I would love to continue to mash your tart.
Phrasing.
Anyway, getting... So, we are going to go ahead and get into our next episode. But first, we always do a few announcements before we get started. And today, we have special announcements. So we have a goal tonight. The goal tonight is to try and get that little viewer count up to 75, so that we might initiate Fox.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Into a little.
Look at that, the Expanse. Isn't that cool?
Well, I'll get to that. But first, the first thing that will happen is we will initiate Fox into the Beef Fizz Club. This rare, refined group of people who've done terrible things to themselves and make horrible choices. So if you want to put in the command !Beef Fizz.
Oh, I don't make me.
You get a good explanation about what could go down. But we're looking to get that number up to 75 because we also will be giving away 2 copies of the Expanse, courtesy of Green Ronin Publishing, the awesome people that put out this game. It's the Age system. It is a fantastic gaming system that will feel... It'll be familiar, but it offers awesome new options, and...
Motherfucker's got the best player aids, I gotta say.
Yeah, the game comes with... or at least it came with when I did the Kickstarter. Comes with awesome, like laminated, like beefy cardstock.
It all comes back to the beef.
Always comes back.
I'm
to
saying
beefy.
beef. Stop it.
And I think Green Ronin also had a recent Kickstarter for some Expanse
Special dice. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
it's good stuff. So we're going to be giving away 2 copies of those if we can get to our concurrent viewer goal. So that's
Honestly, that's not that big a deal. Like, you know, y'all could just be chill tonight. It could be like just a low-key stream. We don't gotta tell everybody what's going on.
Everybody gets something, though.
I get Beef Fizz. That's not a thing I want.
That is an amazing
That's what
thing.
I get. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna quote what you put in the fucking chat here. It has been consumed. It was, in all caps, vile. I'm not to that.
Well, if chat wants to have books, you have to have the beef.
You can't have your books without your beef. How can you have your beef without your books? No, I get it. That's okay.
I'll
Cool.
make
Just this
you
once.
some
I'll
of
do
the
this
beef.
on Twitch. instead
No,
of
you
on
put that
OnlyFans.
away.
Stop it.
Don't you poo bear at us.
The beef is. All right. So as I was, so that's our goal for tonight,
Pain.
and we'd like to say thank you to Green Ronin for putting those up, so that we can get you some of these fun, to give away some awesome book, so that you can play what we have been playing here, that we have been thoroughly enjoying.
We're in a new damn system, bitches. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
I have to remember in this one, 6s are good.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a system shock between Saturdays and Mondays for us.
6s on the drama die are very good. I like
That's a good point.
those. I like it when that happens. It's my favorite
Maybe-
part.
means you get like 6 some points, 7 if Ragnar's around. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, really. What
So it
else?
works. Everybody gets what they want
Yeah.
when that happens.
So make sure you share tonight's show
You don't need that.
on your social media and let everybody know to get in here so that we can make sure that we give away books. Really,
Yeah.
that's what the focus is. It has nothing
For
to
the
do.
children, getting them to read, right?
You know,
Yes,
Think of
it's
the
for the
children.
children.
Children need the age system, and they don't have a lot of money. Their children don't give them money. Give them copies of books that you got
Yes.
from our stream tonight by tuning in. Don't tell children to tune into the stream, but shh, wink. Anyway,
Can I just clip this
Yeah.
and make this the opening video on the channel?
Yes.
Yep, as long as they're watching with an adult, then it's okay.
I don't
Yes.
know. Twitch
get
Cop,
yourself a
let us know.
consenting adult. Wink, and then watch the stream.
Wink.
Hey, about wood. On the
Speaking
note of
of
children,
wood-
have you looked at the wonderful wooden?
The opinions of Fox Barrett do not express.
I love those
Dogmite,
days.
they're incredible. They make incredible wooden boxes for your dice.
they do.
make. I did not know that they also made GM screens that are like these awesome hand carved like
Yeah.
murals
yeah.
of awesomeness.
And they're
I was checking out their
magical.
site today.
They're magnetic.
They're magnetic
Yeah.
all over the
They're
fucking place.
Magnetic to my heart. I want one.
It's
This shit is bespoke, y'all.
get
Do
you
some Dogmite.
get you a bespoke cake stain GM screen.
Cake.
I'm gonna sniff that wood.
Snip that wood with that cake stain all over it.
Gotta sniff that cake stain.
I'm gonna keep that cake stain right on my table so everybody can see it.
Put it on display.
I want to share that cake stain with everybody in my life. I'm gonna show my parents that cake stain. It's so pretty.
Take pictures of it.
Put
Yeah,
it on
I'm
the
definitely gonna
internet.
tweet about that cake stain. Get it trending on social media.
If I
Let
could
them know on the
blush,
Insta.
I would.
Uh,
But alas, the amount of makeup I wear is incredible.
hey, what foundation brand do you use?
Maple.
Cake stain?
Maybelline, please sponsor us. Maybelline, I'm gonna need some sponsorships.
Hiding the embarrassment of the pale.
Yes.
Maybe she's terrified. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Yep. There you go.
Hey, there's also a promo code. Use a
Yeah.
DLG. Get
Discount.
10% off
Why
your
is it-
orders, which
Save some money so you can buy some
You have s-
Maybelline.
You've fully immersed yourself into the insanity that you remember to do all the things.
I'm just saying, you got to stay on point. You got to stay on topic. And there's no situation so bad you can't segue into it. Like, even if it feels like you're in an insurmountable block of wood, well, go over to dogmite.com, buy some fucking stuff. And it's good stuff. And 10% is actually going to save you a lot of money, honestly. Because, like, look at the prices, and they're not, like, unreasonable, but, you know, they're not, like, a bunch of cheap. You're not getting some cardboard bullshit. You're getting wood that was handcrafted by humans. They have pictures on their website of the humans. I saw them, and they are artisans.
This is turning into a Justin Roiland pitch.
I love this.
So I'm just saying, buy some goddamn wood. Use promo code DLG. Save 10%. You'll thank yourself. You'll thank us. You'll thank Dogwood. You'll thank the universe
Dogwood.
for making it happen. Dogwood, Dogmite. Shit, can we take this
Dogmite
again?
wood.
Are we live?
Dogmite.
Do it again. Hold on.
Hold on, wait, need another take.
Take two, take two.
Dogmite, make it happen.
One minor point, just to make sure that it's said. If you have a discount that is already higher than 10%, it will not stack. It's everything that doesn't already have a better discount on it.
But it'll give you discounts on the cool customizable peripherals that you could add to many things. It's really cool.
I got dice now too.
That is true.
And they have
They've
dice.
got wooden dice and they're dope as
Gotta have a
shit.
game to run tonight. Holy shit.
Welcome
All right.
back.
All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into our next game.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, it couldn't get any worse, could it?
Oh, hey Doc.
As we get into
Remember when I said I needed those anti-anxiety medications that normally I get from Dr. Strom? I might need stronger ones. Can you make those?
So now we're gonna go ahead. The players are gonna shut the fuck up, and we're gonna try and get into our next episode of Stellar Age, Second Apex. Tonight's episode is episode 15,
Yes.
entitled Truth and Consequence.
Time.
So you are still in the med bay.
I send over an affirmative to Commander Nolan, letting him know that I acknowledge and have received the instructions. As I'm just staring at the empty pod that I had ejected from the med bay.
You made an orphan.
Didn't want to be reminded of that.
Kid's probably dead anyway. I mean, they probably killed the kid way before when she was taken, right? So.
Well, possibly not, because they may have needed proof of life to keep her working.
Okay, so then, sorry, you definitely made an orphan then.
No, Captain, but you made the right call though. I mean, she was turning into. Then I just sort of gesture out towards the airlock. Ugh. Like, I don't want to deal with some kind of like spider Dracula crawling around our ship.
Yeah, I mean, if that implant was turning into anything like what was in the airlock, you don't want to deal with that shit in here. You made a good call.
I'm
That
hoping
stuff
it
was
was the right one.
biomechanical. Like, who knows what it would have even done to the ship itself?
Yeah, just.
I'm just
hoping it
glad
was
we
the
got
right
rid of all
call.
of it.
Yeah.
How are you? How you feeling, Eden?
Could go for a coffee.
Now that we're over there right now, how about Eden gives me a Constitution tolerance test?
I'm currently at 24.
You're still at 24, right?
Yeah, I'm at
Okay.
24.
We'll see.
Okay, I do get to re-roll these.
Ominous.
Yeah. Let's see. So either it's 13 with standard coin, or if that failed, it would be 12. No, 13. 13 is what we got. Let's get my calculator.
Mm-hmm. Gonna make a couple of notes here.
I'll make a column today. Maybe should
There
make
we
a
go.
separate column.
Just make it down the entire right side.
Just
of
the
your thing.
entire right side. It's just, let's pack an umbrella so it don't rain.
Oh. It's okay. If you turn, I'll shoot you. It's fine.
No, I could trust people here.
You are feeling a little bit. It's saying that you could go for a coffee.
It's just there's more of like a off-put by the random question. Coffee?
You are feeling that comes from a place of like feeling a little rundown.
I mean, don't suppose you could write me like a doctor's note to stay on the ship? Because I'll be honest, I don't fucking feel like talking to a bunch of bureaucrats.
I don't think it's gym class. We're like under arrest.
I mean, my blood was in the airlock. You could like send that along picture.
Yeah. I just want to have some medical digression.
Well, like none of the shrapnel actually cut me, which is impressive, but mostly it was just that cut on my arm. The fire extinguisher didn't do as much damage to me as I thought it would.
Eden, do you mind if I share anything about your medical statistics or anything like that?
You want to know my fertility days? They could find out the fun way.
Okay.
That's not what I asked,
Well,
but
What kind of medical data do you want to
know. I just want to know. Do I have your permission to share your medical data?
No.
Do you want them to know your medical data?
Why would they want to know my medical data? Right?
Do you want to know my medical data? We can trade.
I don't really care about your ovulation as long as you let me know if you ever get pregnant on my ship.
Why are we talking
I will
about ovulation? I did not
what?
bring up ovulation.
Okay, then I'll bring it up. Hey, so what's up with your ovulation that we're talking about it now?
I don't
Gallo, what do
fucking
you
know,
know about
man.
your ovulation?
So you would okay. Before we all get off the ship, I will talk to you as your doctor about something before we leave. Okay? You're not in trouble.
Did you make me more stims?
This isn't a therapy session. No, we're not doing that either.
No,
just
I said
say-
stims.
I
She
know.
has
That's
additional
not
stims. You
drug.
don't need to...
I know drugs are not therapy. I'm not that far gone. I'm just I just thought maybe that was what you were gonna hand them off. You can hand them off openly. I'm not.
Don't you have like 9 left?
I do. I
Alright.
assumed that's what we were talking about.
Okay.
I'm fine,
I'll
by the
talk to you
way.
before we leave. I just wanted to ask you because I didn't want to say something that might.
No, now you're freaking me the fuck out. What is it?
Yeah, is something wrong? Is she like...
I'm definitely not pregnant.
Well, wait, hang on. Did that spike thing make her pregnant? Oh god, is this one of those? I really hope it isn't.
You're not pregnant.
God,
Am I pregnant?
is Calamity pregnant?
I don't check your ovulation. I don't.
Why are you only checking mine?
I'm not checking your ovulation.
That's really fucked up. You should be checking everybody's ovulation if you're
Strong.
checking anyone's ovulation.
I think
Okay.
I'm swapping to my
ovulation.
primary. I'm swapping my primary care.
Gallo, I order you to get to the point.
Eden, is it okay if I share something that's personal to you?
Or let's make this a bonding experience. What the fuck is it?
Before Dr. Siri was launched into space from the pod that is no longer there, she had some substance UN-1, something we don't know of, that was spiking in her. There's a 0.1% of that and N3 in your system.
But like that's not even a 1.
It's more than 0.
I will be right back.
That's
Is there any in mine?
Did you get stabbed by a
I don't know. I touched the thing. I was near it.
centaur thing?
Calamity's the one that pulled it from my arm.
Here, no. Here's my hand. Here's my. I pull out a knife. Like I can cut.
Oh, God.
Maybe, like, get
I
anything
reach
out,
over
like-
and grab the knife out of Calamity's hand. Please.
That's very dangerous. You shouldn't be grabby with that. Whatever it is, test me. I want to know.
I mean, you're good. It's
Can I just flush my system with something then? If it's not only a little amount, right? I could just, take some radiation.
we still don't fully understand how these substances work, and
So it
they're
could be fine. It's literally
If it's-
0.1%.
Wait, if it's something that was found with the Nemedians, wasn't the radiation what activated the Nemedian fucking plateau that we went down? So I don't think radiation would probably be the best idea. I'm not a
Kinda.
fucking doctor, but I knew how it reacted to radiation in the first place.
yes. So like, I just wanted to bring this up before we all get debriefed at the station, and if anyone had any concerns or questions regarding Eden, because I'm just saying, like, you're right, it is only 0.1, less than 1%, but I
Galloway.
do not know enough about it to be
Galloway,
sure. Yes.
I need you to continuously monitor that percentage. Anything happens to it, I need to be the first to know, besides Eden, who keep us in the loop.
Yeah, I would really
Until we
appreciate if I
understood-
was the first to know on this case.
Well, this is why I wanted to know if I was allowed to share it, because otherwise I would have just kept it between me and you, but not since we...
You would have kept this from the captain of the ship?
I
Jesus, that's
have a role
irresponsible,
for
and
my
That's for
my
me.
my discretion as a doctor.
Listen, if you're gonna
She
jettison
might-
me like you did Siri, at least put me in torment first.
Well, I hope it doesn't have to come to that.
Yeah, Doc, she might turn into a fucking zombie. I think it behooves you to let the rest of the class know about that. What the hell? What the fuck? We can't let you go on Agora Station. Wait, no, this is crazy.
So I don't have to go.
I mean, we could. I mean, we've had on our ship a lot of quarantining situations. So.
Oh shit! Wait, no, we can't tell them.
But,
Oh god.
I mean,
They're gonna think that we're all infected with some kind of like weird fucking space powder shit after everything that just happened on the ship. They're not gonna believe a fucking word of us trying to explain what the hell just happened. They're gonna think we're all infected with. Oh god. Oh shit.
We have video feeds.
Also, can't you just give a blood sample ahead of time if that's really a concern? If I'm really the only one who has anything in their system, then all you need to do is show your own samples. If anything, it just makes what I say suspect, right?
We're sure they're not gonna shoot her, right?
At this point, it's something unknown. We don't know what it was causing it. Until we have more information, they're not gonna be able to make a decision either. Unless they have information we don't.
I mean, we only
do.
They have the information that we've given to them, so they would know about the N3 because it was in the reports.
But they don't know about the other one.
No, this other substance. I mean, I don't know how noticeable it is in a scan. But...
We also don't know what was fully included in the later reports by Siri. While your last report, Ragnar, the encryption was a while back. Anything included in the damaging shit the doctor sent along, I don't fucking know what it was.
You have a little bit of time before docking is going to be completed. The ship is now making its way into the main Agora space proper. If you were to imagine the way I described it before, this kind of on its like pentagonal wine glass almost like formation with leaf petals coming down off the sides. You are now within the bowl itself of the station, within the cavity in the center, starting to be taken to your docking pylon. It's called US-1 because it is the first tagged unknown substance in that scan. You can further scan it and try and cross-reference it if you wish.
Yeah, I would say that's probably if we got the time, a very pressing matter to Galloway and to try to figure out what that substance is.
All right, then I will need a technology test.
Tech test? Yeah.
Well, it's either science or tech.
Medicine or tech?
Intelligence.
Because
you're scanning.
Tech's fine because I got tech.
You're scanning a material.
Mm-hmm.
So intelligence science makes sense, but knowing how to use your machines is also technology. I'll let you use either.
Okay. There. 6, 7, 8. Oh wait. Oh, I know.
It's not medicine. Yeah, I know. So close.
6, 7, 8. Then that's a 14. Oh, and I get 2 stunt points?
No.
No?
What's your stunt die?
Oh, that's a 6.
Then it's 6 stunt points.
So
and
you
if you
get
succeed,
7.
we get
Oh,
the
hey,
turn
move
up.
the tracker up.
Move the tracker up, and Ragnar's with you, so you have 7.
Oh, that is how that works, isn't it? Wait, is that how that works?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is how that works.
Roll a 6 and you succeed.
Okay.
Earn that churn.
So the churn goes up.
Yeah. Then I'll just go with an aha and an intuition.
Aha and an intuition.
I'm not gonna push it on further as we're about to dock. No.
Do it.
No. Don't want to do it to you.
It's no longer unidentified substance 1.
Okay.
It is logged as, well, on your ship, since it had no previous log in the databanks when you first encountered it. It is referenced as Luna Maria or Nemedium.
Oh, yeah.
And 3 is not, from what you can gather, a Nemedian substance. And 3 seems to be a synthesized chemical that is used to dampen Nemedium processes that you can gather. Seems to be an inhibitor. The opposite of a catalyst.
Oh, that makes other things way more fun now.
Yeah.
Are we all on that same page?
Yup.
We're like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
the saturation rate.
Mm-hmm.
Why would that?
We should isolate that chemical and get more of it.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, well, so that unknown substance, which was what was spiking in Dr. Siri, it's being so that's what's the actual Nemedian that's in your body, and clearly was spiking in her body. And okay, so you know how we were all really worried when the end. Remember when we were on Luna Maria and
Fun times,
the
yeah.
the things I was reading
Yeah.
off of those pods, the N3 ratings were
Yeah.
like all increasingly getting higher and higher, and then they sort of overloaded. From what I can tell, it's some sort of synthesized chemical that looks like it's supposed to inhibit the Nemedian.
So they needed a ramping injection of the N3 to keep the UN1 at bay.
Yeah, but it's something doesn't seem to add up though.
Just one thing.
And I'm trying here. Look,
But I am faced with the idea that I'm gonna turn into a nasty ass bug. I need you to try harder.
Oh, I'll shoot you first. Don't worry.
I would rather we get to the point where no one shoots anybody. If we figure out what is going on. If you're saying the N3 is an inhibitor, if we can make more of the N3, it might inhibit any of the other
Yeah.
Until
potential.
it's out of my system.
yeah, and from what my initial scan was, you had an equal measure of the Nemedian. Is that what we call it? Nemedium?
Nemedium.
Nemedium.
Yeah, nemedium.
Medium.
Medium. Okay.
Do 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 do.
You had an equal.
Medium.
you, you had an equal measure of Nemedium and this synthesized chemical N3 in
So
your.
for the first time in my life, I'm balanced.
As long as the Nemedium doesn't overtake this chemical, you should be fine.
So I have to go to the debriefing.
Yeah, we should go to the debriefing. Otherwise, then their people will take a deeper look, and then I don't know.
Are we keeping this to ourselves?
I'm not telling them shit.
Eden's eyes kind of drift from Calamity, but then back to the captain with a little bit of there's a blankness to her face, which is easier when you have no eyebrows, but
We can talk about what we've come across in the past. Does not need to include personnel medical records. And I look at Galloway. They're private for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Not until we figure out what is going on. I do not want to risk you being taken away from this ship. We need you here.
Yeah, like I said, my discretion. So as long as they don't literally rip it out of my hands, I
Dr.
will
Patient
not.
confidentiality.
That's the word. That was the
can
word I
Strong
was
make
looking
more
for.
of the inhibitor?
I
While
could-
you're gone, at least have him
Yeah.
have a backup.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll share this with him. Obviously, he already knows about what happened on Luna Maria, so he's in the know.
Maybe don't share.
I'll
think
keep
he's also
that
in the
part
room.
out, but knowing that we've figured out exactly what this N3 substance is, I'll just say, make more of it.
It'll be a good idea.
Put
to
it
have.
to the side.
And there was nothing that was able to calm her down. Tranks don't work once it's triggered.
She was completely unresponsive. It was overtaking her entirely, and I didn't want to risk any danger being on the ship other than what we had to deal with.
It led to the body rejecting. It must have started rejecting the N3.
Well, it makes sense. The doctors were working on rejection medication and tech for integration.
Integration. Good word.
Integration.
But yeah, I'll look as soon as we are cleared. You know, we get our debriefing and we're back on the ship. That's the main priority I'm gonna be working on. So, just don't get imprisoned while we're on the Agora station.
Yeah, about that. We may well be. So we should really be keeping that situation in mind. Because we may need to shoot our way out of this situation. I don't want us to not. Captain, you're giving me some very big eyeballs, but like, no, we need to think about. Listen, nobody goes into. I am just as positive and cheerful and hopeful as the next Galloway, but like, you gotta understand, we are in some just buck wild shit right now. We just had to pry a fucking Frankenstein bug off the side of our ship and flush another one out into space, where I will remind everybody in the room, it simply blinked away to fuck knows where. We're not dealing with the usual situations. We have no idea what they're going to expect from us when we get there. Further, we opened fire within their restricted airspace. Not the best luck.
It's also worth noting that everything we've encountered has been a part of Malaysian, Kaito, and Brandpot. Everybody's got their hands in this, which means it is that much more likely that they have their hands in the Arbiter Station as well. I don't know how neutral anyone ever is.
Was looking for Eden's friend after they so much as raised a peep of what was going on here. And frankly, I've been arrested and held longer for less. So I'm not saying we're necessarily going to be walking back off this place all, shiny and squeaky and clean and not with like bullets in the back of our heads or at least cuffs around our hands. So,
The purpose of the Arbiters within Agora Station is to uphold the truce that is happening in this sector, and this honestly is an entirely huge unknown that we don't know how to handle. The only thing that we can do, we can't take this on by ourselves. We tell them what we know and what is happening, and the only thing we can do is trust that.
I don't know if that's Eden's just like holds her body for a second. She's like, I don't know if trust is something I can do.
In this circumstance, I'm kind of with Eden here.
Captain,
I trust you.
I can trust you, but I cannot expand that trust to an entire organization. I've been fucked once by it. I can't do it a second time. So we make sure Alexia has that information ready to trigger, and we have a way to let her know within a certain time period.
She's already sent it.
Yeah, she sent it, but she needs to know over what time period. If she doesn't hear from us, that goes out.
That's
the only...
not to be mentioned during the initial start of your conversations with anyone at the Arbiter organization. That is a just in case shit goes down and we need to get out. You do not open fire on them, because they are literally everywhere.
Yeah.
You get a...
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
You get a comms ping, Ragna, from Zep. Captain, I have been informed that this will be my last communication with you until after these proceedings. We have docked with the Agora Station. Be careful out there. Comm cuts.
You be careful too, if I can respond.
Yeah, you can respond before it cuts out.
Okay. You be careful too. Want you here on the ship. Talk to you later.
You get the vibe that the rest of the crew has probably gotten similar messages. As the docking sequence completes, you know that you are now hooked up. You can hear the clamps securing around the outside of the chain. You can hear the umbilical vacuuming to the outside of the airlock, creating that hard seal. And you know that if you have anything left to do on the ship before you get off, now would be the time to do it. Because they're not going to want to wait too long once the ship is docked. So, is there anything you wish to do before you leave?
Put on boots.
Clean ones.
Clean boots.
Clean boots.
No. I'm good.
I think outside of doing what research he could in the short period of time, Galloway's pretty much got everything he's needed now, at least as much as he could do.
I assume this is a arms-free kind of situation.
Unless we wanted to sneak a gun in there, which I don't know if I would recommend that, but
I'm
out of
going,
character.
I'm going to assume
I mean,
arms free.
because I'm assuming as the Agora
Unless-
Station being the home of the Arbiters, it's not exactly like an open carry sort of place. I would assume not, at least.
I mean, you've been there.
With
We will have.
with your
Yeah,
previous
not
credentials,
suspended.
with your previous credentials, yes.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
not-
Currently under suspension.
Yeah.
Eh.
Badge and gun, please.
Mm.
I very quickly like pull around a corner to something approximating a brief second of privacy. Hit my hand terminal to like record, turn like the self-facing camera on it, and just kind of like bring up my arm. I don't know what's about to happen, but if we die, you can have all my stuff. Make sure you check under the bed too. And I hit stop record and then set it on a delay send to Alexia.
Oh.
Oh.
Gross.
So give her another reason to add a line.
Oh no! Stop. Stop.
There's 4 of you. All right. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Impact a stim.
Okay.
I'm good.
Mhm.
Okay. So the 4 of you assemble in the airlock. The quarantine procedure that was in place pretty much gets upheld. As when the door opens, your docking procedures being met by armed guards is now still batting 1,000 in that regard.
Such warm welcomes.
I think you're 3 for 3 officially still.
I lean over at Captain. I want to land on a planet where they like us.
It's gonna be
Go
hard.
back to Taroa 4.
Oh, they did give us gourd juice.
I miss guard juice.
Or defective
Wait.
Toa.
Good
I wave
shout.
at the guards and say, "We come in peace."
One of the guards just kind of shakes his head. One of them steps forward. She reaches up, presses the button on the side of her helmet. It retracts entirely down to the collar. A conservative black crew cut. Couple of scars across her scalp, interrupting the hairline. Milesian looks you up and down, stern eyes. I'll be escorting you. Please keep in an orderly fashion. I know you understand the position you're in.
Clearly.
I want to keep this as civil as possible. I appreciate it.
As do we. I look over at Calamity.
I just put up my hand. Yeah, no, I just shrug.
She reaches back up, hits the collar. The helmet folds back up. She walks out, turns, and starts walking down the gantry. The clear plasteel dome that surrounds this gantry that leads to the side of, well, one of the sides in the Agora station allows you to get a view around you. At certain points along the interior of the station, you can see large pillars that extend out from the edges. Around these pillars are zones of what look like, well, they're aerial views from your perspective of habitats, buildings that you might see on any other any other place that you might see buildings around planet side. They look to have been adjusted from prefabs, but that's the closer ones. The further ones, you just see different colored roofs. And they're all around these spires that pop out from the surface. Those with a little bit of technological knowledge and engineering immediately recognize them as they're the Agora's Hab Zone generators. They make it so that what seems like open space actually contains an atmosphere in that one small area.
What's the gravity like?
Gravity is low G.
Okay.
Set right now. We're talking maybe half standard. Half 1G. So your steps are lighter for those who are used to higher G steps, but not crushing those who are used to a microgravity situation. As you look over, you can see that traffic moves amongst all of these hab zones, flying from place to place. This Agora station, from within the bowl, seems like a thriving place that could... It's the size... You could fit a moon inside this station.
Huh.
It is large. And there isn't a single spot on the surface of the interior of this station that seems bare and unused. You're escorted to on the docking pylon attached to it, there is a turbo lift where you're able to step in after being escorted there. As the lead escort steps in last, she turns. From beneath her helmet, you hear her say, "Arbiter Central." And the gravity takes a second to adjust, but it seems like there's artificial gravity and inertial dampeners within just this capsule.
So cool.
This level of technology is kind of... It's super rare. This is one of those only brightest minds only find it in one place kind of a situation. The Agora Station is the last example of the three major nations of this sector getting along and sharing technology together. Malaysian, Tuathan, Kaitoan tech being used in concert to create a living space for those who wish to keep peace within the sector. The guards ride completely silent. You don't hear anything from underneath the helmets.
So do you live around here, or?
God, it's the elevator sequences all over again. We need to load up the next area. Hold on, let's all chat in an elevator for a little bit.
Pay good? I don't know. I'm more of a pilot myself. Didn't really sign up for like the guard duties. I don't really know like what kind of shifts do you guys pull? You get dental?
Station radio comes on. Make sure you go to the theater in the round on deck 17, where you can see the Kaitoan interpretation of Macbeth.
Oh god, that'd be horrible.
I haven't seen that one. Don't spoil the end for me.
Did the guards actually seem tensed, or they seem kind of...
They are, I realize I imagined all of what they were wearing, and I just completely zoned out on actually describing what they looked like, because I was thinking about what she looked like underneath her fucking armor. You are looking at Arbiter sentries. They are not Arbiters in the full sense that they are... they have the rights to fly about the sector, keeping the peace in the neutral zones. But they definitely hold authority here. Think of them kind of like the Arbiter MPs. They are the only ones that have authority. It was one of the concepts that was created when the Arbiters were formed, that there should be two separate groups. There's an old Milesian maxim that speaks of the reason why you keep the military and the police separate is that the military fights the enemies of the state, and the police serve the people. The problem when you have both come together is that you tend to have the people become the enemy of the state. Might be an Adama quote, but anyway,
Like, why does this feel...
it feels familiar. Yeah, that's BS.
Listen,
It
all of
might
this
be in a
happened
BSG.
before.
Might be a BSG.
All of this will happen again.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes!
So say we all. All right. So
Say we all. This is the way.
but this maxim was taken very literally, that there is a policing. They act as the peacekeepers of the Agora Station, but also they're the only force that has jurisdiction over Arbiters themselves. But seeing as you're suspended, you're on the station, they have authority over you anyway. Or jurisdictional discretion. Their armor is not power armor, but it is probably the finest carapace armor you've seen. A mix of cobalt blue, white trim, the occasional, along with rank insignias on the right shoulder. I also have a patch over the left breast, which is the a pentagonal, artistic, minimalist rendition of the station itself.
Oh, neat.
So you say that they have their rank exposed?
Mhm.
Did they send us, like, lobies, or did we get...
You didn't get thinking in terms of police forces, you didn't get a commissioner, but you can see that she, the one that's leading them, she definitely has captain's bars. The other two look to be lieutenants.
Be a little insulted if they just sent, like, Joe first day here, so...
At least Joe first day here would be willing to talk to me.
There.
They carry, from what you can see, Milesian pulse rifles. Standard issue, solid makeup and build. It's a rather standard weapon. Enough to punch a hole through somebody, but nothing that's overkill or too specialized for what's going on. And you can see that they also have a pair of sidearms holstered.
Build naked.
Different sidearms. One's a pistol, another looks like it might be a less lethal option. But they didn't show up unarmed, that's for sure. By the way, carapace armor is think like think kind of like crap. Now I'm trying to think of a good example of carapace armor.
Oh, wasn't it like, I think you described it to me as kind of like the armor from Dead Space one time, I think, if I'm thinking the same thing.
Those are the armored void suits.
That's what yep, never mind, different thing.
Carapace armor, it's not like, it has the same coverage as power armor, but it's not as bulky and obviously isn't giving the...
Master Chief?
Master Chief technically has power armor.
Okay.
More Mass Effect, then.
Yeah, a lot more like the Mass Effect armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
The heavy Mass Effect armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
if your character played heavy.
kind of like the hard suits from Bubblegum Crisis.
Oh, wow.
A super
know
deep
that
cut,
reference.
I know, but
Oh, wow.
Date yourself a little harder.
I'm with you. It's
I
fine.
will date myself. I'm super cute. Hi, me. Hello, me. Let's go and get a drink.
Our captain's
Fucking
dead.
nerds.
All right.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
I got
How's
to
your
remind
nose?
me. You know what? I can go upstairs and get it in a minute.
Get what?
I'll date myself real hard on
At the
this
break.
one. At the break. So after a few moments of awkward, silent, non-reply.
Do you guys listen to Priss and the Replicants, or? No, okay.
Oh my god.
They're mid-May stands. Come on.
Firebomber's got this new album out. It's incredible.
Okay. After that little bit of awkwardness, it takes maybe it's not a short ride. It's about a 15-20 minute turbo lift ride.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Like, it was awkward.
We should have peed before we left.
These turbo lifts do have seats in them.
The station's bigger than a moon.
They didn't sit. They stayed standing. And you only got to see the exterior of anything. Once you got like maybe 100 yards down the interior, the tube, the turbo lift just went right into solid tubing that traveling through the station itself.
As Calamity's talking, my head is getting further and further into my hand as I'm standing there.
That being said, when you were docked, you were brought in by another ship. You were brought to a location probably pretty close to where you needed to be if they wanted you there as fast as possible. So a turbo lift only taking like 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Not bad on a station the size
Of a moon.
of Agora Station.
Yeah. This is the fast way. This is why I hate Agora. Do.
Jean stayed standing as well. It's that natural like tension you see in her shoulders the entire time, just eyeing everybody.
You get the feeling of your stomach moving up into your chest as the inertial dampeners start to release as you finish your travel time within the turbo lift. The doors slide open and you are presented with the foyer of Arbiter's Central. The turbo lift station within it is literally smack dab in the middle of its lobby, essentially. As you step out, behind you, it extends further where it goes onto what you could call like a street level. And you can see that you are now looking, if you know that if you were to look up in the gaps of the building above you, as you can see like skybridge walkways going from balcony to balcony. Beyond all of those, you can see the other side of Agora Station above you. You can see the buildings of the other side of the station inverted overhead.
Can never get used to that.
Just like Castlevania.
Like a giant
Upside down
Where's the water?
snow globe floating in space waiting to be shattered.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks, Bones! Really positive thinker over there.
Grumpy old man. Like my doctrine.
The floor has been seems to be made of a nice marble-like stone that has the similar blues that the sentries are wearing in large panels alternating. Not 100% checkerboard. The diamonds seem to be more rhomboid than they are perfect squares. Ahead of you is a large round desk, and let's make some perception awareness tests. Perception seeing.
Okay. No, it's gonna be like, wait, awareness?
Then it's fours.
System
hoping you were gonna
clash.
say-
Sorry.
Hoping you're gonna say make some friends, but
Shit. Up the turn.
Yes!
We're at 19.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I rolled a
Turn.
13.
That turn.
Does a 13 pass?
Yeah, but you only if it's a group roll, only 1/6 will up it.
Okay. No, I meant for any stunt points. Like if it was enough to pass to get stunt points.
I
A
have
13 will pass, yes.
I have 6
Okay.
stun points.
And I have 5 stunt points.
What did everybody
I have
get?
4.
Ian's angry.
I rolled a 20.
Yeah, you definitely passed. What did Calamity roll?
13.
Well,
Yay, 13 squad.
12 is a success as well. For your stunt points, what would you like to be using?
Aha, and an intuition? Or, actually, can I use an attitude stunt?
This isn't really a social check.
Okay. Then, aha, intuition.
Okay. All of you who passed notice that you're getting eyes on you. Pretty much everybody who notices your arrival has lingered looking at you. People get off the turbo lift all the time, though. It's rare that pretty much everybody goes, ooh.
At every opportunity, I meet their eyes and smile.
Ragna, on the other hand, notices that the receptionist at the front desk, as soon as you step off the turbo lift, looks up, nods for a second before he goes in, starts working a little bit more feverishly than you saw him before he noticed you on his terminal, his desk terminal. Intuition-wise, you know that you're not going to have to check in. The guards start leading you immediately towards the isolate
Debriefing room.
Fucky place. The fun zone. The green room?
private meeting rooms, we'll call.
I'm writing that in quotations.
The captain walks.
Yeah, right.
The captain takes stride in front of you. Creating a triangle as the other two lieutenants stick behind you as well as your rather well-armed escort starts moving you towards the left of that lobby.
Do we pass the reception desk on the way through?
Yeah, you do.
Hold my calls.
He just kind of stops and
Yeah.
goes back to typing. You're escorted, thankfully not right through a bullpen or anything like that. You are taken, you can tell that this is the direction where holding facilities are usually kept. Med is in this direction as well. But you are taken to questioning. You are taken to debriefing rooms. A lonely hallway of unremarkable floors, walls. Kind of disturbing how even all of this is. None of this done with any kind of intent of design. All functional choices for how this place is. You having power trouble there?
Forgot to plug it in.
No, I plugged it in.
Sorry, technical difficulties, folks.
Clearly, we're not accessing true Agora tech.
Just don't swap anything on the power strip.
Yeah.
Don't want
Here's
to lose
lighting
the whole
up.
stream.
It's lighting up.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Did it?
Yeah, he just forgot to
Hold
tilt
on,
it
he forgot to tilt us back.
Okay, there we go. Hi. I will not be denied.
back. Isolation room. The immersion is real.
You are escorted to like the third room down. Door opens and inside is a brushed steel table. Floor affixed stools around this table. They are the table is long enough so that 5 can fit per side. These stools are not any kind of they're more like just metal pegs coming up out of the ground. They have the same amount of detail that the battleship pegs have.
That's beautiful.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm.
For
It's very
stools, they're like bollards in front of a fucking department store.
It's
There's just-
clean mod design, okay?
There is a slight, what looks like a thin thin, use this term very, very heavy, very loosely here, cushion along the top.
It's a piece of fabric.
Yeah, it's more of an implication of a cushion than it is a cushion.
There for the pop of color.
Yep.
It's there to let you know, no, really, we expect you to sit on that.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a chair. The three of them stay just outside the door as the captain holds to her neck, retracts her helmet, looks to the four of you and says, "Don't worry, if this takes any longer, we will make sure that refreshments are brought. Your terminals will have restricted access within this room. There's an automated node for you to put in your preferred menu selections. There's a door towards the back that leads to an attached restroom.
How long exactly is so long that we are asked about refreshments?
She kind of looks to the other guards. Looks back to you. As long as it needs to take. If you please.
Thank you for getting us here safely. And I walk into the room.
For the record, I don't thank you. This floor is unacceptable. I ordered a room with a queen bed. This is a table. So I'll be talking to your manager later, thanks. And I go inside the room.
So much.
Yep, this is my crew.
Oh, we shouldn't be long.
I would say I chose this, but I didn't.
Walks on in.
As soon as the
I was
four,
assigned to you.
as soon as the four of you have entered, the door slides shut, and you can hear the magnetic seals lock in.
You seem to have locked the door. Excuse me, we can't get out now.
Is there any terminal on our side for the doors?
None that you can see.
Eden starts pacing instantaneously around the perimeter of the room, just looking around for everything.
It seems every time you pass by the table, there's a small little blink on the table. Like a discoloration with a light glow to it.
Sorry, I had an altered carbon moment. And boy, no. Control the construct!
I mean, I haven't done one of these before, but I'm assuming we should all just sit down. I mean, unless somebody needs to use the bathroom right now, you know?
I mean, I have done one of these before, and honestly, you're going to be here for a while. It's going to be very boring. And they really, you know, you can kind of go to the bathroom wherever. They get mad when you do that, but, like, that's all you can.
I didn't know there was a door.
As people who have to share this room with you currently, Calamity, I would appreciate
I'm not
using
saying
the
I'm
actual
gonna-
bathroom. No, I'm just...
Ooh,
And I
we
am
should-
also just saying.
We should check the bathroom now, definitely. And Eden just starts walking towards the bathroom.
It's for pooping, typically.
It's a closet that has a rather, we'll call it a utilitarian style toilet. Almost Asian.
Oh, it's a hole in the floor.
And there's a sink that is a recess in the wall.
Like an airplane.
Yeah, a little, like, it's a bit bigger.
Yep. Like,
You can turn around without hitting your elbow, but that's about it.
oh yeah, you can't do that on airplanes.
No.
No.
Okay. Well,
Three
Tip.
seashells sit on a shelf.
Oh my god.
Does that satisfy your curiosity to the bathroom?
Standing like hands on either side of the doorway. Yes, Galloway, it does. She just starts pacing into another direction, starting looking for anything else. Just like she looks like she's looking for things, but you're pretty sure at this point she's got an energy to buzz off.
Make seeing tests again. Perception seeing tests.
I'd lean over to Galloway and just say, she's not gonna last 2 weeks on the inside.
That's better.
Got a 12.
11.
Calamity, pay attention.
16.
16?
11.
Okay. Ragna and Galloway both notice the thin line on both the left and right walls, the short walls, as well as the portion of the wall attached to the door you came in from. You see the thin trace lines of morph wall.
I look at the one that's you said on they're on the short ends.
Yes, like all three, except the wall with the bathroom door on it. They all
That's
seem to
nice.
have the lines of morph wall.
Okay. The one that is across from where the table is,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to kind of estimate where about eye height would be and stare at it. And just kind of wave.
Oh, we're waving.
Calamity going out of her way to make the situation better.
Calamity,
Yeah,
please calm down.
I am calm. Ian's the one who's not calm.
You're fucking calm.
No.
See, there, like, thank you for proving my point, Eden.
Galloway sat at the table. Has anybody sat at the table?
Oh yeah, no, he's like
I'm gonna sit on the table.
I mean, since the elevator, like he's just been sitting down on any opportunity he's had to just sit somewhere and not have to stand.
Oh, my knees, yeah.
Look, on the ship, everything's been stressful. We've been doing lots of running and standing and jumping. Like, he's just happy to sit down.
A small terminal. The table underneath Calamity's butt.
Whoa!
Terminal interactivity shows up. There are 2 listed links and a lot of empty space. It's like when you boot up the desktop at a library
Oh, wow.
Under a
Computer.
guest account.
under a
Oh.
guest account.
Yep.
You got 2. One is a net address that says menu. The other is the Arbiter's manual, a document of the rules and regulations.
That I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who's read.
I skimmed it.
I look at the
By skim
Page
means
in the
just
back.
crank the scroll wheel.
I skimmed it.
if something becomes relevant, I look at the back page to quick reference it. But I mean, I'm pretty good usually.
But there's flight protocols in there that I technically had to know. I learned those.
Galloway's gonna press the menu option.
The menu
They have
option
drinks.
brings up a pleasant beige window with like Calibri font.
Is this Windows 95? Is it the box in like 2 different...
They're frames.
It has Galloway's full name there,
Whoa.
his Arbiter identification number,
Ooh.
and 2 checkboxes. vegetarian or not?
Oh, take both. That'll really fuck them up.
Keep it on their toes.
Yeah.
Oh, our food, right. No on the vegetarian. I'll take meat substance.
They, as you press that, the vegetarian box checks off, and a little red unavailable shows up underneath the.
Wow.
I
Well played, tiny computer.
You know what?
Well
It's fine. You know, it's better for my cholesterol. I'll take
Galloway,
the vegetarian
you want to play a
option.
game? Tic-tac-toe? Total nuclear war?
Minesweep?
I have Minesweeper on my phone.
All right. Anybody else interacting with the table?
What kind of interface do we have? Eden slowly drifts her way over and just kind of like...
It's dated.
Mm.
You're fairly sure when you joined boot camp, they had upgraded off of this version already.
The old government adage of, it's old, so it's secure.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, they can't hack it if it's just floppy disks.
You can't hack it if it's paper.
On the note of that, Eden tries to, like, see if there's any like, run prompt. Can she get into anything other than the fucking menu?
She starts trying the gestures. Let's get a tech check.
Wander over the
Intelligence
window.
technology.
Or not
Would
the window, but the
security
morph
help?
Morph wall? Which morph wall? There's one that is on the there's one on the long wall. That's the same wall as the door you came in on. And then there's the two short walls on either side of the room. The room itself, mind you, is about like 30 feet long
Okay.
by 20 feet wide.
The same one that Captain Ragna went over to.
Mm-hmm.
And while Eden is fiddling with stuff, I'm just going to kind of like tap, tap, tap and be like, hey, so technically this is a kind of torture. I need you to understand that. I'm going to explain this now in great detail to you. Now, the first article of what...
Pull,
Do you want to pull up the manual?
pulls up the manual on the hand terminal on her
Yeah.
wrist, starts holding it up.
Webster's dictionary defines torture as...
Would security?
No, security is like door hacking.
Okay.
Technology is computer hacking.
Okay. 15?
15? You start putting in the gestures that you are familiar with for accessing command prompts, accessing administration functions. You keep getting a soft boom every time you put them in. Everybody else in the room's hearing Eden tapping at the table, and then boom, 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 boom.
Eden, there's two options, and one of them didn't work.
That's not an option.
I mean, vegetarian is an option.
Oh, she got the non-vegetarian one.
What? It didn't X her out? Why was I X'd out?
Undue mental stress, and here's one. There's like a thing in here about how like you have to provide us with something to sit on, and these are pegs. Like I've got this back condition, so
Our captain needs a brace.
that's a good point. You know, our captain needs a brace. I demand braces for our captain. Captain, you'd like a brace, wouldn't you? I know you can hear me, you motherfuckers.
I sit down at the table and just put my elbows on it and my head down on my hands, just like listening to them go on and on, like dunk, 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 and then the yelling at the screen, and this one going, "But I want meat," and I'm just like,
I
No,
it's
you could have my
fine.
meat. It's fine.
You fucking touch my burger, I will slice you. Don't ask me how, but I will.
She's kidding. She's
I
kidding.
was talking.
And I'm just staring
I'm
at the
telling
wall
them,
with
though.
this help me expression.
The frame around the door lights up, and there is the soft voice of the Ian
Oh no.
of the Central says, "Please step back from the main door.
Or what?
Please step back from the main door."
Fine.
And then starts repeating it in Kaitoan,
Oh my god, yes.
followed by Tuathan.
I'm not by the door.
Does Calamity step back? She's the one
Oh yeah,
standing
totally.
at the
She does.
okay.
She
The door
promptly goes
opens.
back to sitting on the table.
The door opens, and standing on the other side, in a rather crisp, not full dress uniform, but a rather formal presentation of the Arbiter's uniform, is a 6.5 foot tall, black haired Tuathan with a strong jaw.
Oh. No, he's on.
What kind of torture?
I stand up from where I was sitting at the table and kind of give the arbiter's salute to him. And then just immediately put my hand down, like, guess I can't do that right now.
Steps in, turns, presses button attached to the door. The door slides shut. You can hear the maglocks clicking in. You notice that he has on his collar Commander Pips.
Is this the
Slocum? Probably.
No, I think this is a Nuan.
yeah Nuan?
No one? Is this no one? The one I was talking to?
Nuan's Tuathan.
Did I have? Well,
No
did I
one
mess
is-
up his description?
We didn't get a lot of his description.
We just know that we had names.
And he was a
leading our
Hey, it was a
investigation.
Tuathan.
Yeah.
Slocum was leading our investigation. No one wasn't.
Slocum is
We
Slocum is-
we
Oh,
have
yeah,
we know
right,
even little
Slocum.
about Slocum, just the director.
You do recognize it is Nuan though.
Oh,
Arbiter Commander.
I thought I had described him a little bit better before.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
no, it's fine. That's why I was just like, which one?
I mean,
is
it did-
Oh
it?
yeah, you were face cammed with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you actually were on video conference with him.
Yeah.
Director No one.
Ragna. Everyone,
What's up?
please have a proper seat if you would.
I sit back down at the seat I was in.
Yes, sir.
He walks over, sits down on one of the cushioned pegs, reaches down, reaches next to the table in front of him, presses a few buttons in the interface, and the seat actually kind of forms out, and a back comes up behind him
Oh.
as he has an armrest, and he kind of leans into it.
Power move. I like it.
Yeah.
I assume you were treated well on your way here.
Yep.
Well, actually,
Kept safe by the sentries. We appreciated the tow. We had a few issues.
You'll have to understand that that was required.
No, it actually was appreciated. We couldn't get our stuff back up and running.
I'm also talking about the armed escort. As much it is for your protection.
no, yeah, we seemed real popular when we came off the lift. So it was nice to keep the fans at bay. What the hell was that all about?
Your recent exploits have been making the rounds.
We're famous?
Well, I guess it's not classified then.
It's as classified as we can keep it. There's still people in the chain. The chain of communications.
We get that all the time. Don't worry about it.
I've done my best to keep things going smoothly for you.
And it's very appreciated.
I would much prefer that I were going to be giving this debriefing. I'm merely here to check up on you. See how you're doing. See if you need anything.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier about the person heading this debriefing.
Yes. He'll be along shortly. I was trying to ease you into your time at this table.
You know, usually when people lock me in a room, I at least get the vague reason behind why I'm there. Are we being charged with something?
Not officially, not yet, no. You're under suspension, though. And until your debriefing is over, that suspension also involves keeping you in custody.
What about the rest of the crew back on the chain?
They are being debriefed individually.
So we're doing like a group thing then?
We found that isolating you would... It would lead to a more confusing situation. Having the four of you together, the evidence before you, Slocum decided that that would be his preferred style of questioning.
Which is appreciated. We do have video logs to share if we will be able to interface with your table.
That will be made available to you when the time comes. You have to understand all of this is conditional access. I'm assuming you all put your preferences into the computer.
I pull it up. I hit non-vegetarian.
It activates.
Now I have.
Sure, whatever. I'll flip it up and also hit non-vegetarian.
It activates.
Galloway's gonna poke at it again, see if like does it pop up again? Can I change it?
Oh, you access it and it shows a locked selection.
Oh, the grayed out.
It's grayed out now.
No, they're out of that for you, Galloway. You don't have any.
Racist.
I picked first.
You can
Yeah, I
have
know,
mine.
but like that's why they're out.
I don't mind vegetarian. You can have mine.
Yeah, we'll just trade. It's fine. I'm fucking with you, Galloway. You have to maintain a really good like even keel attitude if you're gonna survive on the inside, right? You gotta be like
I'm
water.
sorry. I was just I was lost in about this distraught state of what has happened to the Agora station and their sanctity of treating people and their food dietary restrictions. You know,
Nuan holds up his hand. And just let me assure you that this is strictly because of protocol. You have been in several situations where we cannot just allow you to go ahead and take your time at a local hotel or your own personal quarters and be able to go out and mingle with whoever you wish.
what does this have to do with me wanting something not vegetarian?
We don't have many options built in. We're not a restaurant here.
But they got to pick the non-vegetarian options, and
Yeah,
I was
because
trying
they
to pick
weren't ours.
first.
maybe you hit the end of the cycle for the generation of the menu.
As the two of them are squawking about salads, Eden's like keeping eye contact, but then looking back down to interface at the table, pulling up the manual.
Mm-hmm.
Within the manual, she's scrolling through using the index to find what is the protocol and seeing if they actually are following
Intelligence research.
Damn it! Why do I always want to do things that
Eden's smart.
Eden is smart, but
He's hella smart.
6,
Smart.
9, 10, 11, 12,
SMRT.
SMRT.
13.
13?
Yeah.
You find that they are keeping a they're keeping it pretty close.
Close.
There's nothing about offering food or
Yeah.
anything like that. It's just isolation
Yeah.
where it can be afforded.
So it is 100% normal to armed guard basically isolate us
For those under suspicion of possible espionage.
So this isn't in the
So what are they saying about us?
I'm fairly sure Slocum will cover that for you.
Okay.
Again, I wanted to drop by and let you know that I'm doing everything I can to make sure that this goes over smoothly.
And it's appreciated. The samples I wrote about in my report, we do have them on the ship.
I've been receiving copies of your reports. I've taken interest in this, especially when I heard that your findings on Luna Maria were as troubling as they were. I do feel as though that kind of information should make it understandable that you have been doing what you've been doing what you can to the best of your abilities.
Damn right.
But we have been receiving secondary reports that have cast some of that in doubt. So you'll understand why we have to go through this procedure. Yes?
Yeah, absolutely. But I will say, we just found out about those two and the reasoning behind them. So at least we'll have answers.
Yeah.
He stands up, adjusts his uniform. For card maneuver.
I stand up as well and offer him my hand to shake.
He walks just about the table, just to the corner of it, shakes your hand, looks to the rest of you and says, I'll see about making sure that you get something to eat before this all starts. I saw that you might have been busy before the tow got to you.
Understatement of the sector.
Yeah, there's a great Gigos place over on level B17. It's tucked in between these two hotels. It's amazing. That's one I recommend.
Maybe I'll treat everybody to something once this is all over at that place. How's that sound?
I will hold you to that. Captain, that's a promise.
Okay.
I've got connections now.
Puts his hands behind his back and nods. Walks over to the door. Runs his hand terminal over his wrist over the frame of the door. You can hear the maglocks release. The door slides open. And on the other side is a thin, severe gentleman. He's not wearing Arbiter attire. He's wearing what looks to be Milesian style formal wear. He carries with him an actual briefcase. long, thin face. Sharp, angular nose. Squinted eyes looking out from underneath a bushy brow. Hair slicked back. He takes in Nuan, and from his thin-lipped, tight mouth. Nuan, I was to understand that I would be performing this investigation. Nuan nods and says, just checking, making sure that our valued officers are being taken care of. The man that you are coming to realize is Slocum. His mouth draws tight. Squints even further. Unless they are in need of some kind of medical attention, I believe that they are being taken care of rather well.
That's
Yeah.
a matter of opinion.
He like, you didn't think he was starting to look in your direction until like 2 or 3 seconds later when you notice his head is actually moved.
Oh God. Ugh.
And he locks, well, you lock eyes with the shade that his eyes rest in.
Oof.
Oh my.
He turns back to Nuan. I wish to begin. Nuan says, by all means. Lets him pass by. Nuan steps past him, and over his shoulder you can see him just hold his hands up and I'll see to your meals. He heads away, the door slides shut, the maglocks
Thank you.
reset.
I shot him a quick smile as he's going.
Captain, I like that guy. He's all right.
Out of curiosity, you mentioned earlier that there are the 2 separate groups within the Arbiters. Do we know that if Nuan versus Slocum?
Nuan's part of your department.
Okay.
Slocum is wearing on his. Now, when I said it was Milesian formal wear, the Milesian society is very militaristic, so much so that it even bleeds over into their casual wear. Their formal wear is reminiscent of uniform. Not entirely, but it's reminiscent. It's also a sign of those who have attained citizenship. Wear these formal officers style suits to remind those
Quarters.
of what they sacrificed and what they earned. On his breast pocket, he wears the MP of the Arbiters, the Arbiter Sentinels badge. Walks over, takes that briefcase-looking handled case, puts it on the table, opens it up, and you see a faint glow for a few moments, and you notice he has technology tests.
Everybody can make this?
Yes.
Oh, that's bad.
The glowing briefcase. He's got Marcellus Wallace's soul.
Can...
Even when I roll bad, it's still 12.
8.
10.
I'm smart, guys.
Well,
17.
Oh my god!
Calamity's been through this a lot.
Calamity
This has come up before.
Calamity recognizes an air gap box.
Oh.
when she sees one. Those of you who aren't as technologically savvy, an air gapped means a computer or piece of equipment that has never touched the internet. The only way this thing has been interacted with has been with physical media. There is no permanent uplink to any running system.
Okay.
Oh, neat. Yeah, Mom and Dad used to do prototypes and those kinds of things.
He starts punching in on physical keys.
All right, Woolsey.
Ragnar's interested. Listen, I like putting my stuff on paper. This is cool.
Reminds me of home. It's weird.
He turns to you and he says, as we begin, I would first like to address this report I have from Dr. Strombergren. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Good, I really have to go to the bathroom, and I was sitting here going,
You can't pee now. You saw that closet.
All right, I'm going to run upstairs and get you. Typing away on his air-gapped...
Computer thing.
Can we?
Sorry. Just give me 1 second.
okay.
Typing away on his air-gapped laptop PC. A rarity in a world of hand terminals that are interconnected with pretty much everything. Slocum just referenced that he wanted to go over a report that had been put in by Strombergren. He says here that the medical needs of the ship are not being appropriately tended to.
Does he elaborate on that?
Yeah, that's not technically a question.
At length, he does elaborate on it. What leads me to make this point is the question of, do you honestly think that your crew is mentally capable of handling the stresses of these arbiter tasks?
I've honestly never seen a crew that's more capable of handling them.
Yeah, I'm extra sane.
Well, aside from the fact that there seems to be, requisitions for materials that would indicate illegal stimulants were being manufactured on a ship, I do have a very intriguing document here just recently sent. After you had engaged with unknown entities, it says here that you have been under extreme stress.
And
you have to understand that this entire investigation hinges on whether you are going to remain as arbiters or not. The first place I like to start is the medical health of those that I am speaking to. Eden, yours is very intriguing.
Wait, do you have her ovulation data? Is that what this is about?
Oh my god, guys. I was a decorated Dominion soldier. I can handle stress.
Was a decorated Dominion soldier.
I left of my volition.
It
There's
does
not a mark on that record.
It does say as much. But someone with such a promising career who on several promotion board references here says that you had planned for much higher within the ranks. It seems that your career was cut short by a immediate need to join the Arbiters. It's intriguing, especially considering this toxicology report I have here, taken just an hour ago. Dr. Bergeron assures me that this is something of concern. He turns it around, pushes it forward onto the table for everybody to read the screen. Make a medicine test. You need to have medicine to make this test.
I don't need shit. 11.
19.
Okay.
Dr. Feelgood.
It is a toxicology report taken for Eden. It is logged just before you left the ship. At the top is Dr. Bergeron's access identifier. It shows heightened levels of stimulants and no signs of N3 or US1. Attached is a short diatribe concerning a arbiter's latitude extending only so far, and that the ability to take stimulants in such high doses is dangerous, and everyone should reevaluate who is fit for duty if this is the kind of actions that an arbiter might take.
It'll like climb, I shoot him.
What I said. I'm not apologizing to that guy. Refresh my memory. The stims, are they strictly speaking illegal or just?
I imagine soldiers took them, but I don't know if Eden would know anything beyond, well, I took them before.
During your time as arbiters, you are given a certain amount of legal latitude, and in Agora space, they are restricted. But of course, unless if they accidentally made their way into your system. I would have to write it off, wouldn't I?
I mean,
He turns it back around. Pulls it closer.
I kind of just like to use what's the best suggested medical remedy for the situation. And, you know, I trust Eden, Eden trusts me, and it's medicine.
Wait, the toxicology report was from 1 hour ago?
Mm-hmm.
And it says that I had stims in my system?
Yep.
That's not right. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
no, he-
Cassandra took me a moment to be like, sorry, Cassandra's a little flirt today.
He definitely falsified the report.
Yeah. I don't.
By the way, everything else about the report is 100% accurate to what
Should look like.
Galloway put in.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that where those two extra substances were has been swapped out for a pair of stimulants.
Covering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so maybe I'm out of line here. I mean, Captain, you can tell me. You're my boss after all. But like, so the way I see it, Captain Angry Pants, or sorry, Doctor Angry Pants. Long day, little thin here.
I was just gonna say.
I'm sorry. No, you're Captain Good Pants. He's Doctor Angry Pants. Anyway, he's not. He's oh, what's he in relation to you, Gallo? What?
Antagonist?
No. I mean like rank wise on the ship. Like, where does he sit relative to you?
He's my assistant.
See, exactly. This guy's basically like a glorified helper, whereas this guy got like the best medical from the best medical training place. So
I'm also not so certain we can be trusting any of the reports you received. And if you gave us the opportunity to say as much, we could probably prove that to you.
That's what I'm here to find out. Because some of the reports do conflict.
Was this report acquired? I didn't get any communications from Strahm that he was sending.
No, this was offered voluntarily during my little debriefing with him.
Oh, so I've already debriefed the rest of the crew.
I decided that they were first on my list, and then I would go back to them. I wanted to come here with as much as I could gather.
How long have we been here? It took 15 minutes to get up into the room.
By your wager, if he had debriefed the crew, taking 5 to 10 minutes each person, and then like basically he was waiting for you to leave the gantry-way at the pylon, and then he literally walked onto the chain.
I mean, we did have a pretty long discussion in this room about the state of vegetarian versus non-vegetarian options. So we took our time.
Yeah, you
I was
also are
double checking. Because
You aren't 100% sure on how long you waited in this room.
okay,
because it's just a big solid room with
Yeah.
no external view of the world.
I mean, I meant clocks still happen on our terminal. I don't know if that was barred from us. That'd be concerning.
It's just an hour. There's no actual minutes.
Jesus Christ. Not okay.
Controlled environment.
Yeah.
Taking the air-gapped laptop back, he starts typing away again. He says, I'd like you to tell me about your engagement at Mormal Station. It says here that you were following up on a routine.
Well, originally, we followed an SOS signal from an unmarked ship. I ended up identifying it as the Picus and that it was carrying Dominion military tech, in specifics, security drones. We ended up coming across the Sybil, a Milesian ship, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yep.
That was stating they were picking up the
Illegal contraband.
contraband from the Picus and bringing it to Mormal Station. So we decided to head to Mormal Station to investigate the claims to see whether or not it was legal, where we were informed of missing scientists, where when we asked about that as well, we were in an altercation with off-duty Vinegar Consortium security.
We defended ourselves.
Yeah, seeing as how they attacked us first with a flashbang and then Tried to get us while we were blind.
There's a word for the ambush. We were ambushed.
Yes, it is. It is all here in your reports. Noticing that you seem to have defended any other witnesses from being able to give a report of their own.
No, I believe we made sure that the new accounts manager Adams was secured during that.
Yeah. Made sure he survived the altercation since he was with us at the time.
We aren't exactly best buddies in sending postcards now, but I'm sure you could call him up.
He reaches and opens up a small piece on the underside, pulls out. It looks like a coaster almost. Places it on the table. The table accesses it. You can see a UI start to show up underneath it. And in a holographic kind of 45-degree angle view, also similar for him, but on the opposite side, he starts cycling through, and you're noticing this. These are all like morgue shots of Normal Station security. As he swipes through, he stops. Yes. Is this the person you were talking about? And he flicks his wrist and sends it over. And you can see Adams lying motionless on a slab. Round to his head.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
Oh, it says here he was found amongst all the debris and other Vanager Consortium employees that you defended yourself.
Well, that's horseshit.
So in the
No,
dock, Z3?
Yeah, Z3.
That's where the
You
altercation...
can read it, yeah. It's on the report, yes.
Okay.
Z3 was also in a specific area where there were no camera footage, so it's not like we can call that up.
But we have our communications with Adams afterwards.
Yeah.
I pull up... do I have access on my hand terminal to my previous communications?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, if it was a communication you had on your terminal, yes. Video feeds and stuff like that, no.
Okay. I look at him with your permission. And I send, I shoot over the communication I received from Adams after the fact. That's, stating that we'd offered him the job. He responded back to us saying that he appreciated it, but he was going to explore other avenues.
He also wanted to look into more things because things seemed questionable, and he wanted his own answers too.
And I send the information over to the table for him to read. This is after we left.
You see him doesn't even read it. He, with his fingertip, kind of like picks up the UI element, drags it over to that disk, places it into it. Says, I'll have to have my people look over this and verify whether it was an actual communication or if it could have been possibly doctored.
Oh, cool. So the bullshit evidence you have is genuine, but the actual evidence we have, that's a lie.
I fucking told you it's
That's
a goddamn
convenient.
sham.
He looks to Calamity. He almost has this look of just severe condescension.
Fair.
This oh sweet summer child look on his face. And he just says, I've had time to look at my evidence and verify.
Verify. Yeah. So
That's something you can look at.
So you verified also that the reports you were receiving were not actually from us, because you did all the due diligence to look into and verify them. That's good. So we actually don't have to explain that those reports that were making us look so terrible are completely fucking bullshit and you're being led like a dog.
You're not making the case any better for yourself. With insults. I'm here to examine evidence and see what your involvement was.
Somebody tried to jump us. We defended ourselves. We defended him. Apparently, he got iced after the fact. Unfortunate. That's kind of what happens when people are putting together some kind of grand conspiracy to kill you when you start sticking your nose in a business they don't like. I don't know if you've noticed, Arbiter work is dangerous work. You wouldn't know that from behind a desk, though, would you?
Yes, I wouldn't know anything about dangerous service. Nothing at all. Not after 40 years in the Legion military. After 5 years as an arbiter.
Good, did you commit race crimes while you were there too? Prepares you for a lot, doesn't it?
You see him type a little bit into his computer in front of him. Very interesting you would bring up such a topic.
So
I might discuss that later with you.
So, we got any other reports from our crew you want to bring up? Or,
Oh, I'll get to them, please, please. Learn some patience. Is he normally this high-strung?
I would say
Honestly.
so.
He's barely conscious.
The Sims are for him, actually.
Look, I haven't done this before. I just kind of figured,
I will get to them as I get to them. Thank you.
All right. I mean, apparently we're a big
Your
deal.
patience is
So
appreciated.
On to the incident at Luna Maria. It is very intriguing, seeing as this is the first time where your reports move from concern to a level of flights of fancy that at times makes me believe would lead one to believe you may not be mentally capable or stable enough to handle the situations.
And I'm sure also on the reports you saw the video feeds sent over that we had encrypted along with it. Showing the situation we were in and what we had to do.
I said that that's what one would be led to believe. I did.
So believe it.
I sigh at the same time as him.
The unison exhale, just like.
As I was about to say, I would be led to believe that with your reports, but after viewing the video footage, I do understand where you might draw those conclusions. He starts going over. He's still, like, every time, his entire time he's been typing, he has been rattling away on his air-gapped PC. He looks to you. I do observe and agree that what was happening on that station is extremely troubling. The fact that Vanagar Consortium did seem to be complicit in what was going on. I don't know if I would take it so far as to assume what it is in your report is going on. We have had reports of those who would take advantage of wartime injured to perform experiments in the past. There is a dark stain on several battalions within the Milesian military that could be pointed to in such regard. But to refer to these as Nemedian, I give pause at that moment.
So I don't have access to any video feed on my terminal?
Nope.
Not even the personal video from the void suits?
Nope. That was in the void suits, and it was stored on the ship.
Okay.
Funny, all the things we
had-
could reference are.
You're noticing that hand terminals are really good at access. They're not that great at storage. You
Makes
can,
sense.
if you specifically flag something for critical saving on your personal terminal, you can get away with a few things. But most of the time, your terminal is just holding things in a buffer to dump into a larger
Server.
repository,
Yeah.
a server, a drive that you can access. Cloud storage, baby.
I'd like to look at Stockholm after he says these things. With all due respect, we do have additional information that we didn't feel comfortable sending via report. That is on currently our server on the ship. If
I have that here, don't worry. And he slides his hand across to pick up the disk, put it back into his computer, and close it.
When we were on Vaginas 3, we came across some troubling additional information regarding the Nemedians, as well as an interesting, I want to call it a computer system. It seemed more like an artificial intelligence made out of a 3D nanite hologram that would give a little more information regarding the creatures, we'll call them, that we came across on Luna Maria.
Hell, this shit taught us a fucking alphabet. You could then compare that with the actual manpower to the things we found earlier.
Yes, arbiters come archaeologists. I have perused that part of the report as well.
I worked really hard on that program.
These concerns are not for my jurisdiction. I am more concerned about your connection to who might be facilitating these events.
So the ones that have tried to kill us on multiple occasions.
Yeah, such as on Luna Maria. It did implode, by the way.
Convenient.
Not at all. Actually,
I
No!
have.
It's super stuck. I had to get a lady with magic hands come rip a door open to save my life while I was blowing away at some stupid Frankenstein monster from beyond the stars because it was made of weird black metal. The fuck? Did you not see any of that footage?
timing. I love the Bolt Union goes, no, it was not! Like, very upset about that.
Yes, I have seen that footage. As I said, I have been over them. Again, my concern is with your connection to these entities.
These entities, yeah.
What is very concerning is a recent intercepted transmission that brought to our attention who it might be you're working with.
The Arbiters.
What can you tell me about Bannock? As he leans back in the chair. By the way, the chair that is still, like... he sat down in the chair that had been set by...
No,
Yeah.
Nuan, so he's got a high-backed chair.
Motherfucker.
you referring to Wappentale or?
Yes, I'm referring to fairy tales. What's your knowledge of folklore
Who
and
wants a bedtime story?
When I was a kid, I got really into this cartoon that they used to
trying to be
air.
good. I was trying to make it. I was trying to not be sassy.
You were doing
with
just
him.
fine. He got snippy with you, and frankly, that's a little uncalled for.
God,
Disappointed,
he's gonna
honestly.
Light us on fire with his psionics that he's gonna
Hey guys,
develop
they're
in the
gonna
moment.
think I don't have control over my crew. Goodbye. Find a new captain. Let's just.
Okay, so Benanak, are you referring to the elite guard squadron that accompanied the Night Witch?
I believe. Wait. Elite God Squadron?
Did they not get that memo, Captain?
Is that not in our memo?
Seeing as how.
I mean, but he even said anything we had put on the ship. He had the ship stuff too.
We only recently found out about that when doing research on Kalik Oicha, who has tried
Please.
to kill us on multiple occasions.
Please expand upon Elite Guard Squadron.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you would put it that way. So I wish for you to elaborate. Galloway, please indulge me.
I thought they would Dullahan, but seeing as the Night Witch is wanted by the Dullahan,
No, I don't think that's right.
is that not right? No.
I thought that was.
Well, she's a.
She's yeah.
She's
a,
hunted by Dullahan.
She left the Dalton, I believe it was, right?
She wasn't. She an ex-Dullahan, is what my
Sounds
notes said.
familiar.
But I don't know. If my
So
notes-
lost Dullahan they are trying to
Yeah.
capture.
Yeah, Lost Dahlhan they were trying to
I was-
capture.
yes.
He's right.
Okay.
So what do we know that you don't know, mister?
I think that was literally his question, Galloway.
You have not answered my question. When you say Elite Guard Squadron that accompanied the Night Witch, this Kalik Oisha,
the Dullahan had an Echo Squad.
that's what you're referring to specifically?
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, the hollow face fucks.
Or are we looking at the litany of dead people? Which bedtime story are we looking at here?
The Night Witch was known for her psychological warfare tactics during her time. Yes.
During her time, you're talking about her like she's past tense.
Her time with the Dullahan is.
Okay, fair point.
Seems that she has absconded with some of their echo technology. I read that in your report, yes. I just wanted you to clarify for me, because using the term elite military squad.
She did make a mention about something of the military, but we are uncertain too exactly what it was. I believe the words our captain uttered were, "So you're military," and then her reply at the time
You could say that.
was, "You could say that."
We're not far away from Beef Fizz, guys. Come on.
Are
we
you
can get
serious? We're close to Beef Fizz and a giveaway?
Yeah, the giveaway. Hey, maybe you could get some people in here and we'll be giving away a book. And that's the thing we should focus on is the two books, actually. The 2 books we'll be giving away. And definitely
Not Beef Fizz.
not beef fit. No, go away. No, good. Stop. Please, God, no.
It's gonna turn into one of them newscaster videos I saw from Japan.
Oh my god!
I don't understand the reference. Yeah, either. It's
I don't want to. Tell me.
After the kids go to bed, I'll explain.
So, yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. Eden was kind of shitting her pants when they showed up. You thought we were all gonna die so bad.
Eden, bus.
Even will remember this.
Eden didn't like that.
So sorry about that confusion there.
Thank
Slocum.
you. It's appreciated. Now,
Are you looking to see if I have a knife to your throat?
what brought you to Bajanus 3?
While in the station at Luna Maria, we found documents going through their records and their computers labeled GD, which found a troubling number of reports regarding PMC activity, and Vajana system was tagged as, what was it? Intervention and recovery?
Intervention tactics and recovery.
Intervention tactics and recovery. And as we were still trying to find another reason why this was happening, we decided to head over to Bajanus 3, as is in the report, to the Bajanus/Taroa system, and to land in as neutral space as possible. Ended up near a facility of Numedian origin.
It says here it was reported that you made a stop off at Taroa 4 first.
Yeah, that's exactly why our captain ended up making a further check-in on what the status on the Arbiter side of things were for the claim with Taroa, House Taroa, and the colonists in the area.
Do you have Did you arrive because you had connections with House Taroa to begin with?
Not originally.
What took you to go interact with Kaitoans without a single one on your ship?
Because it's
A
rude
guard
to
ship
bunch
when
of-
we entered the airspace.
I'm just imagining Calamity just off to the side, just under her breath, just like, because you're a piece of shit, that's why.
It's fucking rude to just hard drop into someone's backyard without saying hi first.
Yeah, and seeing as how when we entered into the space, we were
You got quieter,
guided
by the way.
toward Taroa
Oh, I
4.
did?
Yeah, you did.
You have gotten quieter. Did you touch the gain at all?
No, I don't believe I have. Should be okay. I can fiddle with it if you need me to, though. La 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 la. Talking to you while you figure out volume situation.
You're definitely quieter.
Weird. Okay. Let's see. Does that turn me up just a little bit right there? Or am I turning my gain the wrong way?
Did you hit the mode? Like the directional mode, maybe?
No, it's still on shit.
Cardioid?
I think. Yeah, it's still on cardioid. Let me turn the gain the other direction because they never mark these damn things on the.
They really could be
Yay.
better about it.
That's a little bit better.
Da, 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 da.
Yay.
There you go.
Yay.
You know what? When you were moving it, you might have.
I must have. Yeah, when I pushed aside, I must have hit it. My apologies.
There you are.
Thank you for telling me.
I thought you were doing it as like a Calamity's just off to the side,
no,
not being completely intrusive, but totally just being like, "Cause you're an asshole. That's why."
Oh, no. I was legitimately trying to answer the question.
But it worked.
Because-
it was totally
I mean,
in character.
Yes, it was a shitty Calamity way of answering the question, but it's like, yeah, because we didn't want to just drop in and get fired upon.
Okay. All right.
Guard ship.
So your first instinct was to go to make contact with the Kaitoan contingent.
Seeing as how those are the first ones we came across, yes.
They were closer.
He keeps tapping away at his computer.
I
Worth
mean, they
noting-
intercepted us as soon as we dropped into normal space. Like,
Yes, the Bajanus system is currently rather... It could be called a hot zone, I believe is the term they are using in today's military. It's been a while for me.
I also have to remember that like they kind of expect the Kaitoans to break the accords first, so he might have a little bit of bias.
your engagements with these, I hazard to call them unidentified, as you have firm logs of who they are and their names. This Kalik Oicha, this other one, Jarek Doom.
Connor Zabel.
Baron or something?
Starts
Get a
typing.
rank.
He starts typing and he pulls his. Ah, yes. He made quite a few headlines with his little stunt, didn't he?
How old is... So, like, judging looking at him, does he look like he would be in service around the time the war crime with the, the ship and the planet happened?
Yeah.
Just curious for my own uncomfortable self.
This is the reason why I say unidentified is that you have yet to mark an affiliation down for them.
Seeing as how we are currently unsure, as we have found ties to various hegemonies.
Hmm.
The
And the
best...
fact that their tech is a mixture of Malaysian, Tuathan, and Kaitoan.
Yes.
Yes, I saw that in your report as well. Yet, you don't log that you understand a connection, yet you still look into Bannock. That makes me wonder how much you have been recording. I'll be back in 5 seconds. Gotta use the restroom. Timeout time for the players to kind of cash out what the fuck's going on.
I'm sitting there like,
You
it's
get this
actually...
one for free.
I was like, the one thing we actually know the least amount about is Bannock, because we haven't been able to search it.
Well,
Yeah.
no, we did look it
Yeah.
up, but
we didn't-
the role wasn't perfect, so...
yeah, but he seems to imply like that us knowing something about Beninock makes us more affiliated with them.
Bannock also, we were speculating that the faces of the dead that Kalik Oisha was using.
Her psychological tactics in war.
Yeah. Because the idea is supposed to be fallen warriors, right? And these were fallen warriors,
Yeah, except
literally.
these, actual fallen warriors.
And they were all Malaysian, weren't they?
No, so there was the 200-year ones. The ones that died 200 years ago were Malaysians, but they were also Gigos during the border skirmish, trying to assimilate the Gigos into it.
Right.
Then everything that's modern is from the more
recent PMCs with Tuathan and Dominion
yes.
conflicts.
So Malaysian and Tuathan as well. So it is technically a mix.
Okay.
I mean,
No Kaitoans though. That's the only ones missing from this.
Maybe they're harder to scare.
well, and does that also mean and no Brandfod?
Well, technically the Dominion has
Oh, yeah, you're right.
the
You're right.
brand
We don't have our own...
Yeah, you guys. But
We
you
let
put
you
some
serve.
Malaysians.
Our planet was destroyed, so we are left having to make...
I'm just trying to get the story straight.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Yeah, but his I think I don't know if he was specifically asking towards you based on your inquiry into the Beninock.
He actually hasn't said if he knows who did to what extent.
You both ended up looking into
Yeah,
it.
because we both looked up.
Well, yeah, but you kind of got
But
like
we
a more
found-
first-hand source while I was doing more like the
No,
research.
yours,
No.
hers was literally just a mention before he cut off.
I was
saying-
about
Yeah.
finding out about
yeah.
her being a Dullahan. You found out about it being an old story about the fallen warriors on the battlefield.
She
Yeah,
does
but
use
I mean,
fallen warriors as her scare tactic, so technically she's pulling from the Bannock folktale that you would know in your...
Yeah.
yeah, but
I
I mean,
found out
Beyond
about
that,
Zabel.
we don't know anything because we were in the midst of following up that lead when everything went completely to shit. Our
Exactly, I
literal
mean-
first attempt to follow up on this was like, I don't know, you pissed off everybody. I got my bug out bag. Bye.
Yeah, strong. Yeah.
Never call me again. Throws phone into acid. Like,
Oh yeah, that was probably, 8 hours ago in our actual
Yeah,
time?
exactly.
basically, like it was not that long ago, and that's why we don't have much
an
to
actual-
fucking tell this guy, and he's nailing us to the wall with it, which is,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just imagining him now in like a super sci-fi setting, but he like has a flip phone that he snaps in half and throws in in a trash can.
Listen, Eden's
burner
squad
phone.
were all grandpas. It was the Silver Foxes. Woo! That's all of them. It was a motif we did with.
Okay.
Eden and the Silver Foxes.
Yeah.
The wrong wig on.
So, you search into Bananock, and then you have this is all after you had much contact with them.
Yeah, much with the murdering. They were trying to kill us. That's the contact. Yeah, a lot of that.
It's almost like that thing where you're saying you can identify these people that are so evil, and it's like, yeah, dog, we were trying to do that. We were literally in the middle of conduct. You had 5 years experience. You see, we do these things called investigations, and that was a lead. If we had the information we're looking for, it wouldn't be a lead. It would be a report we're delivering to you. Like,
This is not.
investigation 101 shit, Captain. Like, I'm not crazy, right?
This is not just an investigation. You are engaging with some restricted information. Classified individuals. And when somebody just randomly starts doing so, due diligence is required. So I need to know from you what you know about Bananock, and do not act as though you don't, for your engagements with them has been far too frequent. And just as he's about to finish his word, the maglocks on the door open. It slides out, and in marches Yuan, holding a hand terminal. And he says, Slocum, I'm gonna have to ask you to read this. Hands it over to Slocum, who, one moment,
Take your time.
reaches up, takes the terminal.
We'll be here all
reading
day.
it. I'm not done here, though. No, I'm not done. We haven't determined what their connection is. Yuan just kind of holds his hands out and says, that's the orders that I have from command. So, thank you for your service. And if anything else comes of your investigation, please let me know. 4 of you, please come with me.
Ooh.
Did we just watch him get fired?
Oh my god.
I stand up and I look at Slocum. I assure you, we have nothing to do with them, and the reports will say as such. We will put in a report regarding the falsified information sent to you regarding the bug on our ship, and you will have your information then. I appreciate the questions and your patience.
Actually, he won't, because it sounds like he got fired.
Shut up!
He puts the hand terminal down. He stands up. Puts his hands on the table. If anything, this further raises any suspicions that I already had about your activities. There's too many questions and not enough answers, and now magically you're being taken out of my interrogation. You will see me again.
I look forward to it.
You know, it's funny, actually. This raises something for me, too. Oh, it's this.
Calamity?
Bye now.
Yuan is just kind of being like,
Yep. I'm getting up and I'm going towards Noan.
Yuan stands in the doorway, his back against the frame. As you, anybody hanging around, or you just everybody trucking on out?
Oh yeah.
Fuck, no, I'm leaving.
I'm leaving.
Fuck this guy and this room.
Unless you're waiting for your salad. I think we should fucking go.
Galloway will look at, like, because there was one set of, like, from earlier, the one set of the morph wall that, was there one morph wall that never changed?
There was 2 morph walls that never changed.
Galway's just gonna like pensively look at the walls before it kind of just kind of heads on out.
Nuan marches with you down the hall. He's keeping kind of a quick pace.
He's so much taller than me, and I'm really fucking short, so I'm just like grumbling. What is the rush? I appreciate it.
the Bilbo stride keeping up with Gandalf?
Yeah, pretty much. Said I don't want to call myself a dwarf, but I am not over the okay. And just like, no, what is it going on? As much as I appreciate it.
As I said, I was going to do whatever I could to make sure this went over smoothly. Lo and
Thanks, by the
behold,
way.
I was able to have it go over smoothly.
You got him fired?
Something I can acquire as to how?
Why do you keep saying I got him fired? There was nothing about that said I got him fired. I got orders from Arbiter Command,
Oh shit.
the body
Went over
that
his
governs both our investigative branch and their internal investigations branch.
You jumped the chain of command. Nice. I like you, sir.
How many favors do we owe?
He walks, keeping his quick stride, he's making his way to the turbo lift.
Okay.
This is several, but we'll get to that in a bit. First, let's get you back to your ship. Or at least no longer in this office.
Yeah. That's great. Go.
He keeps swift stride, taking you to the turbo lift, where as soon as he gets inside, waits for you to join him.
Can I join him?
Let's look at the receptionist with a and then get inside.
The himbo behind the desk looks confused.
You don't think this is weird or anything?
Everything is normal.
Hello?
Hmm?
Shut up until we can talk on the ship.
Okay. Okay. There better be meat there.
As that's where Alexia is. Anyway,
Sly look at Calamity. Like,
once the four of you have joined him in the turbo lift, the door's shut, and he says, upper pylon G. And the turbo lift, that feeling of that inertial dip takes for a second before they kick in, and the turbo lift starts making its way, giving him about 15 minutes or so to talk. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a device that's about half the size of a hand terminal. It's a small box, and you see him open it similar to the way one would open a cigarette box and slide something inside of it to one side before placing it on the seat next to him.
Nice.
Now we can talk.
Do I recognize a signal jammer when I see one?
Make technology tests.
Okay.
It's something to for
Oh
sure.
yeah, no,
say.
I don't know what the heck that is. It's a 9.
14.
15.
I didn't bother rolling.
It's a white noise device. It creates it doesn't signal jam so much as like it doesn't interfere with radio waves, but what it does is it creates like
Distortion.
You want to
Okay.
talk softly and not in anything too high, too low, because then it would mesh better.
He, after saying that, now we can talk.
What did you have to get us do? What did you have to do to get us out of that?
I had to pull a few favors of my own to ensure that you would get the appropriate transfer.
Transfer.
To where?
Your arbiter status has been reinstated.
Oh, sick.
But
Yeah.
I had to promise the command council that you would be reassigned. You are no longer on this case.
Can you tell them that? And by them, I mean every
Person who's been trying to kill us.
Yeah.
I have, and I've only told you that, and that's what I promised them. I don't want you to end your investigation. I need to know what Bananoct is up to.
So, okay.
Can I assume Bananock has its fingers in command?
Bananock is more than what you think it is.
Okay, so it's not like not just the Echo Squad.
No,
it's
it's the
not.
group.
It's okay. That's like their little cool.
Band of Brothers, cool club nickname.
Yeah.
Bananoct is
that what's
an
going on?
organization of expatriates. They seem to have been gathering resources, and we don't know exactly what they're doing. What we do know is that you have had engagements with 2 of their number on a regular basis. I would like to find out. Well, I would like to know what you can find out. I can do nothing from here. Bananoct is an ugly mark on the Arbiters.
I understand the Tuathan connections with the Dullahan, but why is it a stain for the Arbiters?
Yeah.
We organized and funded their first project.
Huh. Shit.
So
that
it's
explains
more like
so much.
a Arbiter Secret Service of sorts.
They are not official. They
Holy
are
shit.
now no longer in contact with us.
Hey, Eden, turns out you're right. Can't trust fucking nobody. Jesus.
So what was this first project of theirs then? I mean, I can make a guess, but I mean, considering, you know,
You had to have had a split off and parting of ways at some point. What was the catalyst for the split?
We lost contact with them shortly after they had done a small piece of work for us involving the transport of a experimental weapon.
Ha.
oh,
Does that have anything to do with the Medians? By any chance?
No. This was a experimental piece of Kaitoan technology that we had
Okay.
helped them fund.
Okay.
oh,
Things did not go according to plan in that situation.
oh,
Oh,
Season
Put
1.
something together with her?
So I can only assume the reason we are officially being taken off of this is you believe that there are still connections within command.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah, like wow. Like yeah, like Jesus.
Directly involved or not. They at
So-
least would like to keep this silent, and having the rather visible displays that you have been on lately, especially after making contact with Kaitoan representatives, there was
Does it-
concern.
That does explain why they were so tetchy about the Kaitoan connection.
We don't know what they want. All we know is that if they continue on whatever course that they have laid out, from what it looks like, it may seem that the Accords would break.
So
So what is the mission we are supposedly going to be entrusted to currently?
Right now, we are going to be sending you to the Shadow Shell system.
Do I know what that is?
It's a system. Actually, make navigation.
Is that intelligence?
Intelligence navigation.
All right.
is that an open wall or
Open.
okay?
So weirdly, I don't have that.
10.
You just plot the points into the computer. The computer does navigating.
15.
Yeah, better than me. 12.
12. Neat.
Yee, twins.
Shadow Shell is a system that is, I believe, south on the map was Spinward.
I think so.
It is Spinward of the Milesian Empire. The Milesian Dominion. It is closer to Erebus. But it is still technically in neutral space.
South on the map is Coreward.
Okay, Coreward.
Okay.
Spinward is east.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fair.
Coreward.
Should I assume that any reports detailing any altercations we have with the Bananock be sent to you and you alone?
Yes, I will arrange for a direct transfer of any reports that you gather. I would also
Not to get all-
ask... I would
Not to get all
also-
spycraft here, but is it safe to send them directly to you and not through a third party or a dead drop or something?
That's what I meant by directly. There will be a line of communication that will directly lead to me, but I will
Gotcha.
set up that line for you. And the information
Gotcha.
required for it.
So were you? I guess you were like. Are you part of the Arbiters? Like when this whole thing started? Like how do you know all this stuff about the Benanok then? If it's such a tightly classified, secretive thing.
I was part of the vote to bring them into being.
Feeling a bit responsible, huh?
I need to know what they're up to.
Would it be possible for you to transfer additional information about the founding members that were a part of this so that we can be better aware? Shared information means it'll be easier to procure new information, and we won't trouble you with redundant things you already know.
Yeah, like how many are there? Because like I know you said we've only interacted merely with 2. We saw some other Apex that we really didn't get any information on, but I'm assuming that's some other.
There's a reason why we chose Bananoct as the name for this. Those that are in this group don't exist anymore. The 2 that you have met are the only 2 that we are fully aware of ourselves.
I will say there is another Apex we've encountered on a couple occasions. It is white, it has been modified, and the Apex does FTL.
That is concerning.
It's
We don't
terrifying.
have any information
very cool.
regarding the person behind the wheel per se,
Or if there is even a pilot in it.
seeing as how sometimes the Kaitoan puppet drone technology has been used to try to kill us.
Well,
Yeah.
to appease the council. To appease the command council, I'm sending you to Shadow Shoal. You're officially there to investigate. Reports have been coming in that feral Kaitoans have been attacking Milesian colonists.
feral Kaitoans?
Oh.
Yes.
How does
It is
that-
probably local wildlife that they are taking. The tensions have been running high with Milesian colonies in the neutral zones. They have been petitioning to rejoin the Dominion. The
I'll say that-
Dominion can't move into those systems as they are part of the Accord. The colonists went there and colonized those planets of their own choice. There would be much pushback if the Dominion all of a sudden started annexing systems in the neutral zone. It would look like a mass push.
Actually, wonder if that's what these colonists are, looking for.
That could be an argument made. From what we have seen, the Dominion has been good about holding back their eager expansionist instincts.
Dominion's
No
always spoiling
offense.
for a fight, and there's
No,
plenty
they
of people
can.
looking to give him an excuse too. Well, whatever. Just
While
keep
you
on
were,
what we're keeping on with then.
while you are there, I will make sure that there is a relay buoy with access to the network. The Arbiter net.
So yeah, if we've been using the Arbiter network for certain things to research, but we can do it in a roundabout way if you want us to try and be less forward with what we're looking into.
No more reports about strange nanites, too.
I meant I was just going to hack the system instead.
Oh, well, that too.
Again, I will do what I can to make it easier for you to continue your research and looking into this situation.
Do you have any leads about the Shadow Soul system? Is that why you were sending us in that current area?
Right now, it was the best place I could send you that wouldn't bring up too much suspicion.
And honestly, considering if they keep showing up everywhere we are, I suspect they're looking for us as much as we're looking for them.
My main concern with what I would ask you to do as your unofficial task is to see what specifically Bannock might want with all of this Nemedian. Because I do believe everything that you've been sending in.
I'm glad someone does.
Yeah, in that case, actually, do you know about the thing that was on our ship that we had to eject recently?
You didn't really have time to make a report about that.
Not yet. However, we mentioned it now.
Yeah.
This is... Care to fill me in about that, then?
We can give rough trajectory.
I mean, the Cliff Notes version is that we had some kind of spy pod stuck to the side of our ship. Inside it was Dr. Siri, who has been infected with pneumedium. We pulled her out and tried to resuscitate and talk to her. Thing is, her pod turned into a giant trilobite monster thing as she was trying to do the same thing. Long story short, we flushed both. Now, the pod is basically salsa in space. We lost tracking on her after she turned.
To keep the safety of my members above anything else, I had to flush her out the pod, but...
This was only kilometers away from Agora Station.
Hence the PDC fire.
Yeah.
I was about to say that would explain that discharge. We assumed it was just part of your system's malfunction that was being reported by Zep, I believe his name is.
Little column A, little column B.
There was a systems malfunction, to be entirely honest. However, something that attacked us and inorganic matter overtaking biomass, apparently.
I mean, at least before she turned, Siri was able to confirm.
We don't have much time until we're going to arrive at the pylon.
Yeah.
But
just keep your eyes out.
I will trust you to fill me in the full report within the next several days on your way. As I said, I will connect you with our information drop-offs.
That's appreciated. And I will make sure to send a report about our system malfunction over to command.
And if anybody local just gives you any weird reports about spooky monsters in space, super pay attention to them. They might be important.
X-Files.
Heads up.
We're the X-Files.
Yeah, dog.
Officially,
There's
we're
black-
here.
oh,
Officially,
black
we're
hole.
here to investigate a missing person. But you know what? Let me tell you about the chupacabra.
I mean, my first name is Fox, so like.
Oh my! Sorry.
I have one more question, Nuan, before we run out of time on this lift. Say we run into more members of the Beninock. Are we, like, if we were to capture them, like, where would we even take them if they're not supposed to be alive anymore? You know,
I can
like,
tell you this: if you're able to capture them, let me rephrase that. You won't be able to capture them. I'd say defend yourselves the best you can, but I'd avoid getting in the way. We need to know so that we can decide what we're going to do about them. You are to observe and investigate. Do not engage.
You said we. I assume there are more people that are concerned about this.
Myself and several other concerned parties that are aware of the Bananock's existence. You understand why we have to keep certain things under wraps. I will do the best I can to deflect away inquiring parties outside of the know. But be prepared and have something ready the next time you hear from Slocum.
I could just cut him in half. That's what I did with that one guy.
I wouldn't recommend that.
I'm glad I have a scrambler on.
I do too. Wait, that's a scrambler?
Yes, it's been masking our voices and any listening device that might be active in this turbo
Captain,
lift.
you don't get out to any of the good bars, do you?
As the turbo lift, you can feel the inertial shift as he flicks that little switch that was inside the container, closes it, puts it back into his jacket pocket. Good luck in Shadow Show. And keep your eyes open.
Hopefully we'll round up some pests for you while we're out there.
I have...
Can't believe you're shunting us off to some backwater. Ugh! And I start stomping off towards the ship.
He turns to Ragna. Says, I have made it so that you have about a week worth of docking time here if you need to make provisions before you leave. I just wanted you to get back to your ship and out of HQ.
Understandable. Seeing as we'll have to do some pest control, is there anywhere we can get some decent upgrades?
You're on the Agora station. There are upgrades available.
Basically, we're severely underclassed with apexes. I know, but also there's other things I would love to buy.
I know.
You're being given You're being given a shopping interval essentially
Yes.
for upgrades and such. So we are going to do that
Sick.
imminently
Okay.
once the scene is done.
Yes.
Oh shit, I wasn't ready.
Should you need a week is the best I can do. I would leave as soon as you can, though. I've already put in your flight plans with Agora to show that you're going to be on your way soon enough. He steps back into the turbo lift, leaving you on the gantry. Puts his hand over to the terminal. Says, good luck, and Happy ghost hunting as he pulls his hand away. And the doors to the turbo lift shut, leaving you on the gantry, alone, the four of you.
Your friend's a mensch.
Yeah, where do you know him from? Like, I mean, I know like he's been here, but like you seem to know him pretty well.
Been an arbiter longer than you have.
Yeah, that's fair.
Makes sense.
I gotta go find Zep and
Um,
Alexia.
Yeah, let's go back to the ship and
Are they gonna be in the know with us, do you think? This gotta be like a secret.
We're not keeping anything from the rest of the crew. Don't even entertain that idea.
I'm not
No.
entertaining it. I just wasn't sure what the rules are.
Yeah,
Don't
you're worried
know.
about Strom, right?
Strom seems to have no filter except for the most recent medical
Yeah,
documentation.
he kept that under wraps.
Though he did file many legitimate reports against you.
I feel like you should
You are kind of a slack ass.
make
Well, Eden's fun. I'm doing great work with Eden. And hey, look,
Am I
look.
a fucking plant?
No,
Yeah, what the hell?
but you need
That's fucked
nutrition from.
He's use a little spray
Drugs.
bottle on you. Sings to you.
I will say, Galloway, I have hired you for your medical expertise. Your test scoring was impressive, and you have definitely kept us alive, but your... How to put this delicately?
Bedside manner sucks.
Yes. You are not good with people unless they are on paper.
I don't talk to any paper people.
And yet you're more
You
of a
don't
paper people
understand the
person.
reference. Okay. I walk back towards the ship.
I've already gone inside.
Oh, come on, we have soap operas to talk about.
Oh yeah.
She kind of puts like an arm on his back and starts leading them towards the ship.
Okay. Now's interval time.
Oh, right, so none of us have really fully researched what we, like the costs of things, what we want, what we can get.
Okay.
We're very unprepared, chat.
Interval, though, recovers your...
Fortune.
Oh, hey,
Fortune bullet.
Eden likes that.
Yeah.
By the way, churn up for the end of a scene.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. Just reminding you to move it.
We're gonna have a very eventful shopping season.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Something has to happen during those, but it's at 20,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
I'm
So I'm just
aware.
gonna go shopping for a gift for someone. I'm gonna be looking at some stuffed animals, and then
No!
I know I have white hair. It makes me very uncomfortable. I'm gonna be crying.
Hey, you think Alexia would like this?
How dare you invoke those thoughts?
That's okay. We all know what
Wow.
happens to the captain in the end.
No! I gotta change my hair really quick. Feeling a little uncomfortable here.
Okay, interludes.
Love to interlude.
Interlude
For
activities.
shoppers.
It's okay, Shark Boss. Just watch Iron-Blooded Orphans.
Oh yeah, but prepare to cry a lot. And if you don't, go see a therapist.
I'd explain the
away.
joke, but yeah, it's a tremendous fucking spoiler
Yeah.
and a very powerful moment in the show. It's fantastic. Iron Blooded Orphans is an
Oh.
amazing.
Hands
piece of
down my
entertainment.
favorite Gundam of any time. Actually, it might be in terms of anime, it's probably one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
Like it's
It's up there for sure.
skyrocketed.
I told you, it skyrocketed on my charts personally.
Yeah. I was so fucking impressed with that show.
It was beautiful.
My heart.
It was well done.
a little no trash watching Recreator is what we started.
Oh, yes.
Animated so beautifully.
Though I do need to catch up on Fire Force and God of High School.
Yes, you do. Okay, I'm getting to the how to use income section.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey.
Yeah, do we get like an arbiter stipend?
Well, here's the thing. You have to remember, you don't have your income as literal bank.
Yeah.
Your income is a roll that will
Lifestyle.
fluctuate
Mm.
whether you exhaust available income, or you spend within your means.
Yeah.
So your income will fluctuate. It goes up and down depending on how well you do on your roll. The more expensive the thing, the more likely you are to reduce your available income.
Yeah.
So, what are we looking to do?
I want to upgrade my neural link. Because if we're on the Arbiter Station, Orla should be here. And she did my surgery.
Double checking some.
I know you guys are looking at robots. I'm just gonna be a pain in the ass over here.
I don't even know what the robot upgrades are.
Well, look at your sheet and be like, what do I want to be better?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Do I want better sensors? Do I want better, like, barrage? Do you want to try and buy off your flaw?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you can buy off your flaws.
Somebody's totally still looking for Morgana. Sure to be fine.
Well, it's not like it's gonna come up, right? Right?
Other people looking for me, like, I ain't even worried.
God,
Cut
Ragnar,
that
your
in
crew,
half.
other than Galloway, your crew is just like, goddamn.
Okay, so what you do?
Hotbed. Oh.
Apparently my bedside manner's not too well. Apparently, oh no.
It's not.
Listen, I don't know how to break this to you except, yeah, it's shit.
I wasn't trying to give Slocum bedside manner.
I don't know if you want to be
All right,
bedside
so basically, I set a target number for you to purchase something,
Mm.
and then you roll 3d6 plus your income score.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I feel because I'm on lower.
right?
Yeah. Can I barter my services?
If you want to
body?
give material support, so one person is sharing income with another, you can provide the other person with a +2 bonus on your income test to buy the item. The item's cost is above your current income score plus 10. You also deplete the person who's sharing.
Mm.
Both of your incomes go down.
It's cool.
So, if you successfully purchase something that is greater than your income score plus 10, you decrease your income by 1. That's how it works. So, what are you looking to spend money on? You're looking to upgrade mech, upgrade ship, you can upgrade your apexes, or you can upgrade the ship.
Oh, can I not upgrade my Neuralink?
You can upgrade your Neuralink if you want.
Like I mentioned, because I'd assume Orla might still be on station. She did the surgery. Can I try and get her to upgrade my link in some way?
Upgrade the link to what? To how?
I don't know what you would offer me. Honestly, there's not like a statistical...
No. I mean, like, what are you trying to get out of it?
Can I get it so that maybe I can use it longer, or like... Because right now I have to roll every turn to use it.
That is not going away.
Okay, so there's no way I can be plugged in for longer.
No. Well, no, you're plugged in for a long amount of time. It's activating the system.
Activated longer.
It's momentary things that give you a burst of activation. Think about when, to use Iron-Blooded Orphans as an example, when Mika punches it, so to speak, at certain moments.
Do I need a second one? A second surgery?
No.
What?
No,
Sorry.
I'm telling you, when you, like, there's all the times where the other ones are using it naturally. They're just using it, right?
Yeah.
And then Mika punches it.
Yeah.
Okay? That's essentially, you're on the level of where everybody is normally. And then when you activate it, that's when you're having your little Mika moment where you might burst an eye, a capillary in your eye. That's what you're doing. That can't go away.
Okay.
That's not going away. What you can do is you can upgrade the machine maybe to give you better caps on what you're going for. You know what I mean?
No. Only on the what could be upgraded when you say caps.
Meaning the machine getting better so that you're not capped on your abilities when you activate it. Remember, they act as limiters to each other.
Yeah.
So if you went to go shoot something and you wanted to use the maneuverability would hinder you, essentially. in certain regards. The sensors could hinder you. If your ability is bigger than the sensors,
You said originally the neural link, it lets me forego and use the stat of my person.
it lets you use instead of using pilot.
Yes.
Yes, but that doesn't mean you bypass the literal limitations of the Apex
Okay.
itself. You don't have anything that bypasses it yet.
Yeah.
But should you
Okay.
you can upgrade sensors, upgrade handling,
Yeah.
upgrade those things, and then if you bypass it with your stats, then you won't have to worry about.
Why would you even need? Never mind. I'll have to ask questions later because it's more in depth of a question.
I don't know what you mean by.
If the limiters still are in effect and I use the neural link, what's the point of using the neural link really in that case?
It changes the stat that you use. If the
Instead
stat
of rolling piloting or gunnery, you would use the other stat.
But if
That's
you're
it. That's what it
capped
does.
by it,
no, both skills are capped by the same ability.
yeah.
But your pilot and gunnery, let's say, your
gunnery.
piloting skill. Yeah, that skill, your dex piloting skill, is not touching the cap. When you activate the neural link, you are getting close to the cap. Upgrading your sensors, your handling, and your armor is still a good idea. Like, upgrading your mech is still a good idea. Upgrading the weapons and that kind of stuff. Like, actually overthinking what mechanically it's specifically doing. I can explain that more in depth if you really want to later.
Yeah.
But right now, I wouldn't worry too much about whether you're wasting points or not.
Okay.
Upgrading your stuff is going to make it better.
Yeah. Okay, someone else want to go first, though?
To upgrade my defense, I would need to upgrade my handling, correct?
Yes.
Because my defense is 14 in mech.
Unless you zip.
Unless I zip and it's 16, but as we experienced in the last fight with the mechs, I'm not able to zip all the time.
True.
So, I would like to upgrade my handling / maneuverability, and if possible, upgrade my hull.
Okay, so each upgrade that is below 5.
My income is 2.
No. I'm telling you what the cost is. Damn it. It's separated between two separate between two, like the prices are different from where there it is. Okay.
Convenient.
Anything that is, so the target number for the test is going to be, for every upgrade, for one upgrade point, that takes you up to 5, is going to be target number 14.
Okay. So the one for the handling, then.
Mm-hmm. Now, remember, you can talk to anybody else, and they can offer to help you.
I don't have making.
I do. I'm a maker. I could, if you get the resources,
Yeah.
I could possibly build it for you so you spend less money.
Basically, you spend half price if you want to have Eden to spend in her interval upgrading your mech. If you want her to spend an interval to upgrade your Apex and you just want to buy the parts, basically it's 14 if you're going to take it to the shop and have one of the mechanics work on your Apex. If you want to have the parts mail ordered so then that your buddy down the street that'll do anything for $40, fix your fridge, fix your lawnmower, fix your AC.
My dad.
Don't call me dad.
Cecil.
Fix your dog. I'll fix anything. Got $40.
Then that'll cost only 7. Yes.
But as far as like helping
Well,
with income,
you're
like
gonna
I could
be-
pitch in.
What is your...
My income's 4.
Oh, Jesus. God, we're poor.
Yeah, we are very poor.
We're so poor.
Rich parents.
That's
Remember.
fun- that's funny.
Well, okay, this is that bedside manner I was fucking talking about.
That's not what bedside manner means.
This is an income system that allows you to roll and not lose income if you succeed.
Okay. So I'm
If
going to
you-
roll and probably lose income, but I'd be able to roll.
If you're going for the mechanics doing it for you, that 14, if you fail, you'll get the item, but both you and whoever helps you will deplete your income by 1. Your income does return over time, though, mind you. And should you have any windfalls, you will get temporary bonuses.
If you'd like some help, I'm willing to help you out.
No,
I'll take that risk.
I'll take these on my own. Currently,
Okay.
I'll take them to the shop since you guys have your own upgrades to take care of.
Excuse me.
So to be clear, I can't help build and also go get surgery.
You can do both.
Okay, I think that's so. As long as I can still.
Oh, I thought you were upgrading your mech though instead of the surgery
I
thing.
really want. Dang, I want cyberware.
Oh, you want cyberware?
I want to upgrade my bionic self. I want to be the robot.
By the
Oh,
way,
jeez.
limb and organ replacements are 15.
Oh wow, I can't afford that. Even if
Your
I like.
income will go down. That's it. You get it, but your
Could do
income
it.
goes
I
down.
don't give a shit. Sure.
All right.
Be the
no,
robot you want to
I'll,
see in the world.
Ian is okay living on tube food and just being like, but I'm a robot.
Would I be able to get 2 things?
Yes.
Okay.
You're just buying right now.
Yeah.
It's to see if your
Alright.
income is depleted with each. If you go on a spending spree, yeah, but once you hit 0 income, you
You can't
can't
do
go trying to buy
that,
stuff.
that makes sense.
That's fine. Well,
Yeah.
good news is I have a 2 income, so I can get 2 things and go down to 0 if necessary. First one is I'm gonna go down. That was
Yeah, there's no fortune
That's
flipping
11.
for this one either.
no. So the first one is 11, so my income goes down to 1. That was
Mhm.
for maneuverability. And
Okay.
the next one, I would like an additional hull plating for soaking to make it not awful.
Hmm.
Oh, that actually makes it. That's 14
Yay!
with a +1 because I
Alright.
reduced it to 1 for the second roll.
All right. There you go.
So my income is still a 1,
Hey.
but I can up my hull/defense.
Poor
But you
people
can upgrade
crew.
again.
I did not get rid of my faulty systems, so we're still gonna have fun with that.
It's still so fun though.
That's why I didn't get rid of it.
Like, maybe we could just fix that vent coupler. It's really loose. No, it's fine. Put a bigger engine behind it. Okay.
Yes. Dude, I'm having.
If I put the radio up real loud.
That rattling means it's not gonna stay there. All right.
We are
Not
severely
supposed
underclassed if we come up against Jared Doom and Kayla Gorcha again. So I'm like,
Panics.
panic.
Panics.
Gonna
Yeah.
have to pull up to fly straight, but all right.
You got ideas for your upgrades, Fox?
Totally. I'm gonna
course.
upgrade my handling, for sure.
What's your
Not much
handling
reason
at
for-
right now?
4.
All right, so it would still be 14.
Yeah, and going to 5 is definitely of a benefit to me. Can we upgrade like the damage or capabilities of our weapons?
Yeah, you can add +1s.
That a fact. Okay. Yeah, so let's start with yeah, I'm gonna try and do some handling building. If it matters at all, I've also got that maker talent, but like
That means that you can spend you wouldn't immediately, like within this interlude, get the upgrade added. You'd buy the parts, and then during the next interlude, you would spend time modifying. It makes it super affordable, but you have to spend time.
Nah, I got S-links I gotta build. So apologies, I got lost in all of the shuffle there. I am rolling how many dice here?
3 dice.
Okay, it's just each roll 3 dice.
It's a test. It's a test.
Oh, it's just a
it's
standard test.
Standard
okay,
test plus your income.
Cool. Okay, cool. Sorry, I misunderstood then completely. And yet I still rolled like hot trash. That's rad.
No.
A moment, please. 13. Womp womp.
Oh.
Buy 1. So now your income's at 3.
Oh no. Oh darn. Whatever shall I do? But my handling is now hot, sexy 5. Awesome.
Same.
Okay, that's good. Pushing it up to a 6 doesn't help me until I get more dexterity. So as tempting as that is, I would actually like to make my sword/axe do more damage.
Okay. So
That's
you
what I
want
wanna
you
fucking do.
basically want to soup up your plasma inductors there.
Fuck yeah.
All
Get in
right.
there and everybody's talking about its radiation. It's like, no, I need to get like an ionization field over this. Like, listen, trust me on this. There is power we could be pulling out of the reactor and pumping into this. It'll
Listen,
explode in your hand. they
There's
say.
these particles I've been reading about. They're really.
Oh my god.
So,
Super good. There we go.
Calamity, your Excelsi system, is that what gives you the additional defense?
When
you move?
Sort of. Oh no, the additional defense I get from my move is because I'm such a badass pilot.
Okay.
The Excel system
mean-
is the blade
Yeah.
and shield.
Transforming.
Okay,
That
because
gives-
I was
the-
wondering,
yeah.
because I was like, my Excel system is the defense. So I was like, what? Oh, okay.
It's a talent I took. It doesn't just apply to my robot. When you control a vehicle, it gains +2 bonus to tests involving its speed. That is because I'm a master pilot.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm-
3 steps in to the pilot talent.
Yeah, that's like.
Or wait, hang on. That's
why
the
once
the
an
second level
encounter I
of
can
it.
give
But
fortune.
Okay.
yeah, the third level is I get to reroll tests to control vehicles,
Expert.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's me being
Yeah,
a super good pilot.
Novice, expert, master.
Anyway, I rolled a 16.
Okay, so you get the item and you don't deplete your income.
Fucking sick.
And this is for the machine shops to do it for you, by the way.
That
do
is.
I have time to trade?
Well, this is the shopping.
Thank-
So when the next interlude comes up, yes, you can train.
Basically, I'm like, I'm at 88 hours.
Oh, you're so close.
So I'm still sitting on 3 income. How many more times can I do this?
I would say I'd put a limit to it, like 3 purchases.
Totally sick, reasonable, and good. In that case.
Otherwise, you could just sit there and just literally keep rolling.
Yeah,
until
that's
you
the
run
thing.
out.
Like, so it's just like,
Hey
oh,
guys,
wait a
I
second.
got the biggest apex ever now. It is.
I
it's
gave it
a
more
warm-
whole.
Hey guys, look,
It
Big
is-
Sam.
Yeah.
I bought Big
I-
Sam, you guys. It's amazing.
Hey guys.
Okay, shit.
I got the super one that has like the torso on top.
It was all thanks to mommy and
Actually, the
daddy.
next
I
time-
wanted the bigger apex.
Did we get?
More shiny
That
buttons.
would give me a reason to push my dexterity to 6, though. Oh. Yeah, look at what that does. Okay.
Yeah, he went out
Okay.
and bought master grade Big Sam.
Big Sam.
Screw it. What if I were to push my handling from 5 to 6?
If you're gonna have the machine shops do that,
Yeah,
that's gonna be a 16 now.
16. All right. 6. Rolling it. I'm going to speculate for the future because we're going to level up at some point.
You guys are getting XP at the end of this one.
6
We're
plus
at
4 is
40.
10, plus 1 is 11, plus 3 is 14.
Oh,
Actually-
well,
No
it goes
problem.
up, but
Alright.
you deplete your income by
Yep,
1.
totally. Oh no, my income's 2. I'm Ragna
no,
status.
normally.
Oh, yeah.
Would I be able to get one more? Because I thought of limited to 2 with
Yeah.
the income thing. Can I upgrade my sensors?
Yes, go for it.
11. Oh, my income goes down to 0.
Okay, you are now officially impoverished.
That's fine.
Oh, cool. We're real life.
Yeah.
Wow. I was
Good.
supposed to roleplay.
All right.
Hell yeah, handling 6. Let's go, baby.
Oh my god.
Do you have anything?
Oh yeah. I want to buy another drone.
Cool. 14.
Ooh, smart. That's smart as hell.
You can buy multiples.
You have a +8 on your income, and that's what you roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
I naturally rolled a 15. With my income of 8, that's a 23.
Rich get richer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Silver spoon must taste real good.
2 drones.
He's. It's a good thing he's a doctor. He's coming down with a severe case of that affluenza right there.
Oh.
Look. The benefits of being a doctor, it's got money.
Oh yeah, it's a doc. It's because
Yeah.
he's a doctor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll
So
for.
when on that,
Mine
that
is military, same as yours. So that's why we're lower class.
I
It's
want
definitely because he's a doctor and not because of generational wealth.
My military is arbiter.
Totally got into school on his grades.
I'm gonna try to upgrade my sensors from a 4 to a 5, so that's a 14.
Jesus.
14 naturally, plus 8, 22.
Yeah, got it.
That's 5. What would it take to remove a flaw?
Well, first you got to look really deep inside yourself and go, what am I really doing that's hurting?
He's got the
me and
money to.
people around me?
He's got the money to see a fleet of psychologists
Oh.
and.
I actually, Galloway self-diagnosed himself.
Oh no.
That's good. That's good.
That's even better.
He is
you know?
WebMD.
Oh.
It's not.
Part of me wants to make it like a 24 now. But to remove a flaw, I would say would be at least an 18.
Okay.
I'm glad I didn't do that.
Yeah, I feel you.
Oh, wow, my low one. 6, 7, 9.
Where kept
9. You said it was an 18? Oh, shoot, I got a 17.
Deplete your income by 1.
I'm down to 7.
Thought we were supposed to be role playing.
That literally is the affluent level.
Why the fuck do you work for a living?
Yeah.
I
God.
work here. What are you
He
talking
gets
about?
paid more than his captain. It's fine.
That's what I'm saying. Why? Why do you do this?
Listen. Anybody can pay off their student debts.
Oh no!
Your parents just have to
Buy you a condo.
buy you a condo on the sly and live
Okay.
there rent free.
Thanks,
How do I
Grandma.
open these up? How do I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm gonna chop
That
off
article,
my own hand.
that article was that
So
hurt
let me out
so
the
much.
airlock. Thanks.
Okay,
You're
so
gonna join
Galloway's
my
done.
Insect friend.
Yep,
Oh,
and
shit.
lumbering.
Forgot to replace the pod that's in the ship.
I mean, I feel like that should be on the Arbiter tab.
We'll put that down under maintenance and refuel and refit.
You can write that up in taxes, right?
Are there taxes in
Oh, you're
this?
not
just like-
refitting because refitting is changing something.
Yeah.
Refuel and replenish. We'll put that under
Okay.
that.
Alright.
And Eden.
Yeah. So I'm super unclear on what I could actually do for the neural link, so I guess I'll just have to do normal
What-
things.
What do you mean?
I'm not fully certain what
Okay.
you're saying.
Your
I could
neural
buy.
link just gives you access to using different stats.
Yeah.
That's all it does. Upgrading your handling,
Yeah.
upgrading your sensors.
Yeah.
Okay. Both of those still up.
Yeah. I know that I could upgrade my Apex, but I was saying, was there anything that I could upgrade about like Cyberware neural link kind of thing?
Not the neural link.
Okay. Okay.
Like, I mean, there's.
That's where I was confused because I was like, can I upgrade that? And you're like, I'm like,
I'm having trouble thinking of a way to make the neural link better without making it broken. That's my issue.
Okay.
Because the neural link already allows you to access a set of stats that you're not supposed to touch while you're in an Apex.
See, what we use is we have to use the lower of the mech or our stats. When you are, which is the same for you,
Yeah.
unless you neural link in, and then it gives you access to use the higher. But if you up those base lower stats, it's going to be a lower nerf to yourself when you're not neural linked. Like when you
Yeah,
don't
that's what
push
I was
yourself.
saying. Son of a bitch, that's exactly what I
No,
was saying
that's
before.
that's not.
Oh,
No. No,
That's,
no, no.
That's how I was
that's
explaining.
how I thought it was.
that's how I thought it was.
That's
as well.
why
The
I'm like,
only-
if it's still capped, then what's the point?
The only thing it does is let you use a different skill so that you don't have to dump points into like piloting. It means that basically
For
your
one
like
round.
assault rifle skill can pull double duty for your character. Whereas like I can't be both good at piloting and like shooting a rifle. For you, shooting a rifle is being good at piloting because you've got the neural link.
And
Does that make sense?
that is exactly the way I would explain it. And on top of that, the reason why you have the neural link the way it's set up is because to get that benefit, there needs to be some kind of risk. So every turn you do that,
Yeah.
yes, you activate that.
Yeah, okay, I'll just
That
upgrade
ability.
my handling so that.
I mean, if there was anything, I might make the stamina test a little easier.
It's fine. I'll just do handling.
That'll up your defense.
Okay.
Too.
Yeah. So, 10. So, ooh,
Reduce income by 1.
yep.
Remember, you're adding your income to this roll every time.
Yep, that's what it was.
Okay, I was just saying, making sure. You
Yeah.
rolled an 8.
Listen, not all of us could be Galloway. You know?
Yeah, so that ups the
We
defense
can't
by
go all the
1.
way.
Yes, that will up your
Okay.
defense.
I have one more roll.
Even the 0 system had its, like... Didn't,
Hey, like, the
Unless you get
like,
Galloway to help you.
who piloted Sandrock?
Quattro.
Quattro.
Quadra.
Yeah. Didn't he almost go insane when he was using 0 system? Because you have to see the faces of everybody you kill every time you kill them.
Yeah.
I feel like that would drive a normal person insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hero's a sociopath, so it didn't
Oh.
bother him.
It's okay, we'll just
Yeah.
watch Steins Gate and we'll talk about watching the faces of death. It's good.
Another one I haven't watched.
Oh my god!
I still haven't played Steins Gate, and it's like I own it. It's sitting on this
Really?
computer. It's installed.
Same person that made Chaos Head, right?
I think
Same
so.
Company.
Yeah.
Now
Everything
just
I've ever
handling
done Steins Gate is
again.
incredible.
Okay.
I have the DVDs for Chaos Head. Still haven't watched it.
10. Oh look, I'm 4 again.
So you're at 0?
Yep.
So if someone were to pay for something for you for the 3rd upgrade,
No, you
okay,
Yeah.
that's not how it works.
the
Nope.
loan, like somebody else would literally have to make the purchase entirely, and
Yeah.
all of you have already purchased all your stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to now build your shit.
No,
No?
no.
Oh, well shit.
I depleted my income and I got it at the mechanic.
Oh, we're poor.
Yep. That's it.
Okay. So, over the next 3 or 4 days,
Or
you spend time taking your Apex to mech shops, acquiring upgrades.
Yes.
I'm thinking here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Ah,
right.
right.
Yes, yes.
Oh Christ! Oh God!
Yep.
Just standing there, like looking at the big robot, going,
Huh.
"Yep, she's never looked better. Can't nothing go wrong here."
Oh.
As the 4 of you are now, your Apexes loaded back into their hangars inside the chain. The chain refueled, ready to go. The rest of the crew back on ship. And as the 4 of you are preparing to meet up in the reward room to set up your navigation, the door opens and the 4 of you file in. And as it closes behind you, the table lights up. But it lights up somebody else in the room with you. The light of the table casting a glow. A well-dressed, wearing white, Gigas stands up, takes a step forward, his head almost hitting the ceiling, leans down, hands on either side of the table. Hi.
The fuck are you?
Are you lost?
Name's Herc.
Can we help you? Herc?
I'm here to help you.
I'm unsure as to what you mean by that. Help us with what?
He hits a couple of buttons on the table. Knowing that only those with verified hand terminals are supposed to be able to access your terminal on the wardroom table,
Hey, we got a new crew member.
We got a new arbiter.
he pulls up orders.
Is it from Sloan?
Stockholm?
Wow, damn it.
Slocum.
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 I'm your new deputy security officer. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Is it just the 5 of us in the room?
Yeah.
Can I look at the
Great.
orders and browse over them? Like pull them to my hand terminal, look at them?
As you do, he leans down, grabs a duffel bag. The duffel bag, by the way, it's more like a body bag.
Oh my god, that's so great.
At tracks.
The zipper's kind of open,
There's a head inside.
and you can see Dominion armor tech just inside of it. Says, I'll go put my things away. That's your copy. Don't worry about it. Walks past you. Door opens. He has to do that duck down to get underneath it.
Don't worry about it, Captain. And I keep looking at the orders.
He does this little like
I'm used to it.
as he turns away. And
Skip,
you
I gotta
can-
go find the XO.
And as he's walking away, you see Alexia pass the door, and just down the hall you hear a whistle. And that is where we're
gonna
going
end
to
in an airlock.
end
Oh, no.
tonight's game.
Oh.
Wait, who are the orders from?
Oh.
We're gonna find out next
Ah!
week.
Going out of airlock. You and me,
That is.
we're coming for him at night. Or day, I don't care. Let's go! Let's go!
That's strike 1, fuck eyes.
No. Strike 1. He already had it. That's strike 2. Because I
That's
get
strike
1, you get
2.
1.
That's 2. That's 2
Can
strikes.
I get one?
2 strikes. You got.
He showed the captain no respect.
No,
You at
Alright, I'm
least
gonna
try
kill him.
calling me captain like once or twice. You guys kind of listen to me on occasion.
So wait, he gets two. He's getting 2 checks. He's getting the vegetarian and the non-vegetarian.
Yo, I'm gonna give him the vegetarian and the non-vegetarian.
Isa,
This
no,
dude
you
is
give
done.
him nothing but tube food. Isa, no! Don't feed that one! Might as well be fucking Jetson.
Oh,
Yeah, you,
motherfucker.
If he touches my armor in the armory
I-
to make room for his, I am going to literally just beat him down in the middle of the
I
fucking
rolled
ship.
a major on the churn tracker,
Leave him
so I needed
alone.
something.
Oh, it's choice. You made an excellent. Like, don't get.
Yes, character, add a character.
Out of character, I am completely stoked. In character, I'm just
Fucking
like
love this.
babysitter.
I'm just fascinated because this is
Fucking
the
love
first time
it.
we've had like a.
I have been Conry. With me from afar has been.
Beef. Fox.
Cake!
Just Kevin.
Sandra Lee.
Beefcake!
Oh, hey.
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 We will catch you guys soon. And until we see you again, remember to always stay evil. Good night, everybody.